I'm in second place and you pass me, what place are you in?
First.
First place.
Yes.
I'm in second place and you pass me. Well, how would you be in first place?
Because I passed you. I passed you, so I'm in first.
I'm in second place, though.
Congratulations. Now I'm in first because I passed you. I passed you. Are we running? Are we driving? It doesn't matter. I passed you. I'm in first.
Man, good morning, y'all. Hey, or good afternoon. Holy shit, it is the afternoon. Y'all forgive me, man. Been a really long weekend for me. Just doing some summer cleaning, you know what I'm saying, around the house. You know, and we still not done yet. But I know it's been a bunch of shit going on. Yo, what up, Sock Passe? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Um, I guess the basketball world is on fire, so I'm gonna get my little rant out real quick. But this one's gonna be quick, and it's gonna be over real quick. All right, it's about to be over real quick. I don't care about what up, Kojak. Shout out to Kojak. You can tell me what you think about this shit. I don't care that a motherfucker that's 74 fucking years old just decided to sign with the Philadelphia 76ers and join another team. That's what the fuck they do. Shout out to Rob Parker, because now that I guess that's what the word that's what the acronym GOAT stands for. It stands for go on another team. Like, that's what that shit stands for. So it's all good. Yeah, you feel me? Nobody give a fuck about that shit. Like, they ain't about to do shit over there in Detroit. They ain't about to do shit in New York. You know what I'm saying? They ain't about to do a goddamn thing. Damn sure ain't gonna do shit out west. Anybody worry about that shit? Anybody worry about that shit? But all that shit is, them boys just, you know what I'm saying, they kind of panicked a little bit. You know what's up. They panicked. What up, Sheila E? They panicked. This is what happens when the Knicks win a world title. When the Knicks win a world title, a lot of these motherfuckers just panic. That's what they do. They panic. You know, everybody they want to compete for the championship of fans. They like fuck it, you know, whatever, anything but the Knicks. That's why the Celtics just traded their best player for a damn food stamp card, literally, dog. And they did it for like 70 cents on the dollar. They like fuck it, yo. You can have our $300 million fucking best player on our fucking team, and we'll give him to you for a fucking great value bag of rice. Yeah, just give us a great value bag of rice, and you can have our $300 million best player. Like, what the fuck? You know? And they did it with a division rival. Like, who does that type of shit? Like, who does that? Motherfuckers trying to beat the Knicks. That's what it is. Oh, we got Annie in the building. I didn't even see Annie. Wherever Annie at, shout out to Annie. You know, wherever you at. And what up, Sheila E? I see it, Sheila E, the Quiet Storm. I didn't even see Annie. And let me give a shout out to everybody. Oh, there goes Annie. I see Annie right there. You know what I'm saying? Trinity Time Travels, who is always first. Always first. We got one of our top mods back in the building, Stacy. What up, Stacy? You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, membership badges, super chat, super stickers, and gifts are appreciated. Yes, and I will be updating the membership emojis. So that's it. I'm with Kojak on that. We don't care. I'm here to tell you. What Stephen A say? I'm here to tell you right now.
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Straight up. We don't. We ain't worried about it. Helping build the Sixers' future, giving you feel me? But that's what they do. They got, bro. Is just, and I'm segueing. I'm segueing now, Passe. I'm segueing. That's the same shit that be going on in these spaces. People want to team up. They want to team up. Yo, they want to do the Captain Planet way of winning. It's like, yo, you can't beat them. Yo, you either join them or you can't join them, because the motherfuckers who you can't beat don't fuck with you because you're a weak link, and they be like, yo, I don't want no weak links in my chain, you weakling ass motherfucker. So then they like, okay, so we just gonna link up a bunch of weak links, and then we gonna try to go against you. That's the same. I'm telling you that's the way these motherfuckers try to do shit, and the shit don't never work. The shit never works. It don't work in sports. It don't work in business. It really just does not work, you know, and it damn sure don't work on the tube, you know. So that's kind of like the segue that I have into like the first part of the title, right? When we talk about these online wars and these manufactured content review reaction beefs and shit. I'm gonna drop the link again if anybody else wants to chime in on that. What you see with that shit, right? You see a lot of folks that they understand that the drama, the mess, the bullshit and shit brings views, so that's why a lot of people want to kind of talk about shit and keep shit going and shit like that. But then they're a little scared, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like actually be the topic, you know what I'm saying, of the mess and the drama. So what they do is they try to just do a lot of like reviews and reactions to shit, right? And trust me, I'm getting here, but y'all gonna have to read between the lines in what I'm saying right here, right? You know? And so check this out, right? So they try to do the reviews and the reactions and shit like that, you know? But then that shit, motherfuckers are starting to call motherfuckers out on that, right? Like, it's like, okay. So that's what you're gonna do? You're gonna sit your ass in the clouds and you're gonna fair use farm and shit, and you know what I'm saying? You're gonna just react to people's shit, but you think you ain't in the shit and shit like that, you know? It's all good. So what these motherfuckers like to do, it's like, well, you know, well, I'm not reacting to it. I'm just reacting to somebody that clipped it, even though, motherfucker, I know you the one that clipped it. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. Don't fall for the bullshit, y'all. Don't fall for the bullshit, y'all. You know, I always tell people it's like this, all right? Imagine, for example, yeah, dog. What up, Monica Mo Justice? It's cool. It's funny because a lot of people are like, oh, yeah. I don't know. Hey, I'm just reacting to shit somebody else. Get the fuck out of here. You clipped it. You clipped it. Okay. But it's cool. What's in the dark comes to light. You know, it comes to light. So, um, it's like when you ever notice, right? When shit start coming up missing in your goddamn house, or every time you got the same motherfucker that's always around and some shit comes up missing, right? Every now and then that same motherfucker will try to help you look for shit because you can't find shit, and then the shit keep happening so often you like, you know what? Fuck that. You the one stealing the shit. Like that's what it is. Like you the one stealing it because you always around when shit come up missing. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Yeah. There we go. What up? What up? What up, Smitty?
Ain't not much, man. Respect to you on this beautiful Sunday. Now, I just came
Yes,
up here to hang
yes.
out with you real quick. I don't even know what you're talking about yet, but
I'm not
you
really.
can
I'm
get
not
your
really talking about much. Because
okay.
I don't have the evidence to support my theory, which is why I'm
So,
not just going to explicitly state my theory.
no, no, no.
You
So,
know,
how
but
about
that's what
this
I'm
then?
telling everybody. You got to read between the lines.
How
You
about
know,
this?
read between the lines, and if you want to, you feel free to go to other channels and regurgitate what you think I'm saying right now.
Oh,
Because I am
nah.
kind of.
Listen,
It's not that
listen,
I'm
listen.
speaking in code or circles, but I am speaking extremely vaguely. But go ahead.
Yeah, I know people like to say Smitty messy, but nah, bro. Only thing I would say is I ain't gonna do all that. All right, what evidence do you feel like you're lacking?
Hmm?
What evidence do you feel you're lacking? Like, why? What is it that you feel you don't have to feel full stance in your bulldogs?
I'm just gonna say it like this, okay? Just like Kojak just said in the chat, right? He been seeing this play for
Shout out to
years,
Kojak. Shout out to
right?
Kojak.
And so have I.
Mm-hmm.
People got troll accounts and shit,
Right. Right.
and they think we don't know who the fuck they are, but we
Hmm.
do.
You
So
know what's crazy?
that's
Yeah,
the
because you
evidence
just
that
said
I'm lacking. But I know
uh,
who the fuck you are. Okay, now go ahead.
all right. So now I have to ask you, as a man of accountability that I know you are, what did you do, Ant, to piss that person off?
I ain't pissed nobody off.
So why you got a troll?
Oh, well, my existence pisses people off, and rightfully so. It's supposed to. You know, my existence triggers the insecurities in other folks as it should. So I get it.
You wow.
You
Well, go
know,
ahead, rock out, bro.
it's supposed to. So just my existence alone. Look, we're in a space full of people that like to call themselves content creators, but haven't created shit. Um, like nothing, literally nothing. And when the burden of creation is on them, all they can do is go around the space and look for shit to steal. So when they get called out for it, now you have to set up a goddamn troll account and pretend as if it's somebody else clipping shit and stealing shit when it's really you. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, how about this, Ant? Because all I'm gonna say is this.
Hmm.
Now, you know what? I'm gonna say I have recognized since I've known you in this space, you have grown. You chilled out. You seem to be coming more into somewhat of a peaceful state, although you still got the purge in your blood. Are you like sending a message of please stop so I don't respond to you?
Oh nah. Nah, no, bro, I don't want anybody to stop, man. Look, man, people like it. I love it. The space has to do what it does, bro. Nobody has to stop anything. I just call out bullshit when I fucking see it. Um, That just kind
But
of
I
is what
can't
it is.
front though. You're not calling it out though. You're not. You're
I'm
being
not because
because you're being too vague about this one. But you got your own personal reasons as to why, and you ain't got to explain shit,
well,
bro.
I'm
But
also not a hundred.
man,
I'm not 100% sure either. I'll be 100% honest with you there. I'm not 100% sure, but my percentages are close enough where I can actually say something. I know who the fuck motherfucker is. You know what I'm saying? I know who a few of these troll accounts are. So there's more than one. There's more than one motherfucker trying to hide behind goddamn troll accounts. And it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the first motherfuckers to do it, and they ain't gonna be the last. I get it. Even NBA players be having burner accounts and troll accounts and trying to bullshit, and they always get fucking exposed for that shit later on too. So it is what it is.
okay,
You know,
nah,
it is what
yeah,
it is.
nah, yeah, nah. Rock out with your show. I'm right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You get to me when you do. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Keep on doing your rant. I'm right here. I'm just hanging
yeah,
out.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, I, I know. You know what I'm saying? But my instincts are right so often that I gotta trust them all the time. That's all I be saying. You know.
I ain't gonna lie.
If you're right 85% of the time, that means you have to trust your instincts all of the time.
There have been many times in my life, and where there was this one instant in particular. I'll tell you, it was a house party I was at, and it was just one of those. Most like my homeboy brought me there, and I ain't really rock with the people like his crowd that he took me there. And I'm gonna be real with you, something I don't know what. And now, mind you, I'm bent and everything. That was before we said turn. We said bent, so I'm bent and all that. And something told me, man, get up and leave. I swear on life, dog. I got up and left. Sure enough, my homie, thank goodness he was okay. But he said, man, you know, some people started fighting and the dude pulled a gun out and one person got shot in the leg. And I'm like, something told my ass to leave. And because that's happened multiple times in my life, yeah, I get you when you say, nah, I'm trusting this one. Because it's been too many times that shit was actually accurate. So I get you on that percentage shit. I get you.
Mm. No, you
Yeah.
got to, dog. I mean, maybe that's the gambler, the card player in me. You're supposed to take the optimal play all of the time, even though you're not gonna win all of the time. But if it's optimal, if it's bro, if you've got an 85% fucking hand, you're supposed to go with it all of the time,
You
even
just
though
use
you're
the
gonna lose
GPS.
15% of the time. It's worth it.
You just use the GPS.
Yeah.
And that is a gambling perception
Well, because in the long
play.
run, you're gonna win. You know, you shouldn't lose. So it is what it is. But right now, you know, I'm pretty clear. You know, and trust me, the things that's gonna illuminate this shit is greed. Greed. That's what's going to illuminate it. Greed and emotions. You know. So trust me, I don't really. I could actually call it out and say names and shit, but there's still a chance I could be wrong. So I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to accuse somebody of some shit they ain't do. There's still a chance that I could be wrong because my percentages ain't even above 50% as far as my thought process right now. But at the same time, you know, somebody's going to get greedy. Somebody's going to get overly emotional. You know, somebody's going to get overly emotional, and motherfuckers are going to expose their true colors. It always happens,
Hmm. Okay.
and it's
Yeah,
going to
you
become
ain't. Yeah, you
obvious
were.
to all of you who is who
Well,
behind these troll
also,
accounts. I probably should have put that shit in the fucking title too, but I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it because I can't just put addresses on it at the moment. You know, we're pending
okay.
investigation, basically. Investigation pending.
Pending investigation. Okay,
And
detective man.
but just because we haven't arrested anybody yet or brought anybody in for questioning
Doesn't mean
or
you don't
accused
know who
anybody
who the perpetrators
doesn't mean we don't know you fucking did it. You understand what I'm
are.
saying?
Hey, you
We
wild as
still
shit for
know
that,
you
baby.
did it. We're just building the
But that's
case.
really how they be. That's really how they be with it
You
though.
know,
Like, look,
we know
we
you
can't
did it.
arrest
We
you
just gotta
today.
build the case.
But we gonna see if you leave town. We
Well,
watching.
we just gonna put your ass under surveillance until
Shit.
you know what I'm saying, until you do some more incriminating shit.
Hmm. Well, that's on you and the individual or individual.
You feel? Hey, Kojak know what I'm talking about, bro. That's the
Ko-
only reason why I'm
Kojak
not just
always
gonna
know.
blatantly
Kojak,
say it.
he always know.
Yeah. Now, as far as the purge is concerned, over the course of the summer, we pretty much decided there won't be one until it's time, which is its standard end of the year shit. So that is what it is. So you know, all of the spaces, all of the sectors, have fun. Doing what you're doing. I hope that between now and purge time, people can hopefully work shit out. You know, hopefully work shit out and squash it so that like the purge won't even be necessary for that shit. You know, I tell everybody, bro, the purge is a success when it's no longer necessary. You know,
Really,
mm?
that's a good way to put it.
Well, because the shit had a purpose. And a lot of people have gotten I kind of lost the purpose in the bells and the whistles and the yelling and the fighting and shit. But I mean, the word has a meaning and it's about cleansing. There's no need to
Yeah,
cleanse if you're already clean.
yeah,
You
but I'm
know?
gonna be real with you, bruh. People always gonna want to find a reason to find something to bitch about and argue about, bro. Like you're not gonna get rid of that. If everything is too peaceful, people not gonna like it. Now listen, I'm not saying I want it that way. I can deal with it because that's literally my life. My life is that kind of peace. But majority of folks, bro, nah, they'll find something. Cause think about it. How many times have you seen a fraudulent ass beef because somebody had to think of something and make some shit up about somebody, or they had to extremely exaggerate the truth. They had to see if they can stretch one piece of bubble gum across America and shit. You know what I'm saying? Before it breaks. So I mean, nah, you had that, bro. People will think of a reason to argue. So it's like, I guess, sparring. Sometimes the purpose for people is just to blow off steam. They just want to just yell at somebody. They've been wanting to do it to their coworkers and they can't do it. They've been wanting to do it to their boss. They can't do it. Some of us want to do it to our kids or our spouses. Can't do it for real, without jeopardizing your actual livelihood. So we can blow that steam off in like a WWE type of way, right the fuck here. So the way I look at the purge, and it's like you bring in WrestleMania, nigga. That's Halloween Havoc. that's that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like that SummerSlam. Like that's what it is, bro. And I think people really enjoy it. So that's all I'm
and
saying.
and no, I mean that's one purpose is kind of built into it, but the main purpose was actually for the audience. It was so that
Right.
you know it was started so that people didn't bring old beefs into the new year. We knew that beefs weren't they're not going to stop. That's kind of what keeps the space, keeps it going. But it's just like for the sake of the audience, the supporters, and just for the sake of content, let's give the people some new beef. Dragging out the old beef is just old.
Right. Right. Right.
It
Right.
just
Right. Right. Right.
it's really it's insulting to the supporters. That's the concept. So a lot of people that kind of came in either in the second, third year, or fourth year, or whatever, and they saw shit. They're like, "Nah, you just want people to argue." I really don't give a shit. I don't. Like when we do it, when we announce it, we don't tag motherfuckers. The only time I've tagged people is when I brought the MVPs back and we started giving a cash prize for it. Um,
Right.
that was really it. I never really tagged other people, for it. Whoever wants to show up for it. Um, and if you ain't got nothing to get out of your system, cool. I'm glad everybody's in a good place. Bro. I work for a living. I have a job, bro. Like, I'm not that desperate for views. And YouTube revenue.
Same here.
No, I mean,
Same
don't get
here.
me wrong. I'm not a wealthy man. I could use some money, and of course I'm a
Exactly.
human being, with emotions. So I got an ego too. So a little clout makes me feel good too. But at the same time, I'm not that desperate for it. You know, I'm really not. So like
Nah.
if folks,
Facts.
yeah, if folks don't show up and cuss each other out and yell at each other and shit, I'll live. I'm not doing that shit every night. That's one of the reasons why, you know I purposely, like, even if you notice the shit that I review, I purposely don't review shit from this space or from any of the sectors and shit like that. Um, because I just really just don't care. Because it all it does is just start like a cycle of shit. And I've been there, done that. Like that's one of the things about. I guess at this point you can kind of what would you consider a vet? Would you consider like 3 years plus, 4 years plus? Yeah, like what would you consider a vet in these spaces?
Yeah, in this space, yeah, I would say just like in the league, once you get around your third, fourth year, you're considered a veteran in
Okay,
the league.
so in that
Yeah.
case, what we're approaching year 6. So I
Okay.
think we're in like year 5 or some shit like that. I don't know. I started the original channel in like 2021, which we still
Okay.
have. So I would be considered a vet. Like I've been there, done that. You know, the
Exactly.
streams, the couple of hundred live viewers every night. Full panels. You know, you know the messy ass reviews, the roasting and going off and shit like it's been there, done that, bro. And it's just like, bro, you
Exactly.
you kind of have to keep doing that shit to keep that
It'll
same
burn you
audience
out.
coming.
It'll burn you
So
out. No, but it burns you out at the end. You get burnt out from that shit, bro. That shit is exhausting. And see, the people who like to get their little juice, their little refill, they don't know how exhausting it is weighing and bagging that dope up. It's exhausting. It
that's why I
burns
said
you out, bro.
to hang
Yeah.
out in like chat sometimes, or to hang out in the clouds, or even hit a panel and then just dip. That shit is so much easier than
It
actually
is.
having
Oh,
to
yes, it
do
is.
a
Yes.
6 or 7 hour stream about it,
Yes, it is, bro. I
or
don't
some
have to
shit
push
like
no
that.
buttons. Right. I can just be there and I can drop when I want. Like, you ain't lying.
Or to
That's a
be in the
fact.
cloud. So I mean, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The people that want to continuously do it, hey, like I said, more power to them. I'm a marketing guy, so hey, if it's a market for it, you know what I'm saying? If there's a demand for it, somebody's got to supply it. So I'm not mad at you. Get your views, get your clout, get your money. Grow however it is that you grow on here. But I've
Right,
been through
right.
the burnout shit. I know what the fuck that shit's like. Just after the
Hmm.
first year I was on here, um, just monetizing my fucking channel, bro. Like I ended up having to take 4 months off. I took like 4 months off because I was
I
burnt the
just
fuck out, man.
randomly do it. Yeah, I randomly, like, bro. I just sporadically, y'all know, I'm just gone for a little bit.
Yeah, no,
And
no, it can
primarily,
get extremely draining, and then
it does.
when you beefing and
Hmm. You went out, Ant, you went out. I don't know, is that me? Okay. I think.
Hold on. I had to switch mics. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. There you go. Okay, okay.
Yeah, my headset mic was doing some weird shit, so I had to switch mics. I should be back. But nah, man. Look, I understand you can't keep plunging into mess and filth and remain clean, like at some point. So if I'm gonna be out here, perpetuating all of the swinging and banging, it's almost just like you mentioned WWE. Like, eventually Vince McMahon had to get in the goddamn ring.
Him and
Like,
Trump.
you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Eventually Shane had to take some bumps.
Right, 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 right,
Like, that's what I'm
right.
saying. Like, at some point, you gonna have to take some bumps. You can't just always sit up in the skybox and get all the money and the views and shit without getting into some shit too.
Yeah, at some
You
point,
know?
somebody's gonna want to fight Shao Kahn.
So that even kind of goes back to what I was saying, about the troll accounts. I see what you motherfuckers is doing. That ain't gonna save you, man. Oh my god, that shit is hilarious, dog. Cause motherfucker really tried to pull one over. He really did. Oh my god. Hey, Coach Act know what I'm talking. Hey, man. Everybody gets their motherfucking turn. Everybody.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
Everybody gets their fucking turn. So shout out to the people that are not scared to get filthy. It's for real. Like them or don't like them, whatever. Motherfuckers like, fuck that. We ain't just gonna get messy. We gonna get filthy. We gonna get filthy. I can respect that.
I don't know, and because see, I don't mind getting dirty, but when you say filthy, I think of that doxing shit, bro, and I'm not with that, bro. That's
that's part of the game.
I don't like
and it doesn't mean that has to be your first resort, but you have to understand that that is a weapon that people can possibly use against you. So you have to understand the pros and the cons. It is what it is. Now, there are pros and there are cons to that shit. All right, so even if you want to talk about the doxing,
there's a pro to doxing. There's a pro. I want to hear the pro. I know the cons.
You want to hear it? All right,
please.
So I'm gonna tell you this, and this is advice that I got from vets that was in the space before me. They told me straight up, like, okay, number one, they can really only do it to you once. So most people don't use it sparingly. They don't use it sparingly. They don't use it wisely. You know what I'm saying? Once they do it, it's over. So boom, it's almost like that ass whooping you get from the fucking parents. Just like, it's over real quick. There's no double jeopardy in that. So whatever, once it's done, it's done. So after that, once it's done the first time, can't really do shit but lie. After that, lie, make shit up, spin narratives. Okay. So you stand on it. And then the other pro is the fact that more often than not, the individual dox becomes the sympathetic figure. Yeah, it garners sympathy.
But I'd rather y'all keep the sympathy and my shit stay private. I don't think that's worth like, oh, okay, great. Well, I got some pats on the back. Like, nigga, you just put a person's life.
No, that's part of, okay. So that's something that when people decide to become public figures, even in this small bit of public space that you're in, you just have to understand that that's what it is. Like there is no real growth without a strong possibility of that shit happening. It's likely going to happen to you. Even if you choose to live by your own set of rules where you're not going to do that shit to anybody, is cool. It doesn't mean that somebody's not going to do it to you. Like,
oh no. I'm fully aware.
I always say that. Like,
number one, never expect people to operate how you do. If you're giving and somebody don't give back, you can't. It's frustrating. I ain't gonna lie. It's very, very frustrating.
It's a possibility. So you do need to just be aware of that shit. Like at all times. So if it's something that you're scared of, then chances are, growth and beefing and banging and swinging and scratching and shit is probably it's not for you. Just stay your ass in the clouds. That's really the only safe place is in the clouds. But but you can't expect lions not to eat you just because you don't eat lions.
Since you've been here, would you consider this the absolute highest point of toxicity this space has ever been, as far as just the arguments, the fight, the doxing, the love triangles and everything else? Or was there a point where y'all ain't seen shit if you wasn't here during this time?
Absolutely not. This shit is soft serve as fuck. This
Really?
has nothing on the shit that went down in 2019, which I had to observe from the clouds. The shit that happened
Right.
in 2020 and 2021. Nothing on it.
Hmm.
You know, that has nothing. That really has nothing on what I've seen going on in multiple other sectors. You know, but even if you want to leave other sectors out of it, I'm talking about this very space and sector that you frequent. Nothing
Right.
on it. Nothing
Really?
on it.
Wow.
Nothing on it.
Wow.
I'm talking about the files being opened, um, the people getting exposed, motherfuckers getting flying out, getting flued out, getting fucking getting their backs blown out in fucking broom closets and shit. You know what I'm saying?
He said broom closet.
Bro, Cynthia G had the Baby Gate scandal in fucking
What is baby gate?
2019 or
What the hell is
2020. What
baby
you
gate?
mean?
What is baby gate? What is that?
Okay, I gotta look that shit up, man. Come on, man.
I ain't know about. I wasn't here. I wasn't here. I was really outside on the streets. I wasn't here.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I'm just not like that. I ain't saying like
and
that. I'm
just
just
like
saying.
what you
Yeah.
see in these spaces right here, it wasn't no nigga that exposed her. It was her fucking homegirl. One of her homegirls that exposed her. You know?
Wow.
And though that manosphere fucking tore that shit up. Like they tore that shit up, ate that shit, man.
Wow. So do you think that's where her, like, I guess, vengefulness for, I guess, black men came from because that happened? Like, was she different before that or something?
Cynthia was pro-black.
Wow. So that's what set her off, probably was that exposure, maybe.
No, she had already kind of switched onto that. I mean, people do what brings the views. You know, people do what brings the views. So, you know, but she
Gotcha.
still she just like any other. I'm not even gonna say any other woman, any other fucking person. The fuck, bro? She got needs just like everybody else, bro. She like getting piped. So what the fuck? You know? So she went and got some, and there was some DNA left at the scene, and
Whoa.
and
Some DNA left at the
the
scene.
evidence was the evidence was disposed of, you know, and that shit was exposed. So if I'm speaking too vaguely, you know,
No,
just
no, no, no. You good?
whatever.
No, no. You do it how
But
you do it, bro. This your channel. You know why you doing it, how you doing it, bro. I don't question that.
yeah, but that's what it was. Like I said, it was the DNA left at
Wow.
the scene, you know. It was DNA left at
Wow.
the scene. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't like these dusty beta male black men, you know. But yet you fucking flew across the country to get smashed in the fucking broom closet and let the motherfucker leave DNA at the motherfucking scene, and then you know what I'm saying, you went to
Well,
the
I mean,
clinic
no, come on,
and
man.
had
I
that
mean,
taken care
not a
of, and then
broom
your
closet.
homegirl aired you out.
See, I think that's the part that
Boom!
might be
Hey,
exaggerated.
Kojak
It's the
just said
broom
it.
closet.
You know?
I'm going to take it as the broom closet part is the part exaggerated. Okay.
Well, I mean, what studio, apartment, broom closet, whatever the fuck you want to call it, hotel
Oh,
room, whatever.
went over to somebody's crib. Okay, gotcha.
You know,
Nah,
but
I
it's
got
all
you.
good. Like, you know, whatever. The woman's a grown ass fucking adult, so she do whatever she want to do. I didn't see a big deal with it, you know. But I remember that. So I'm just going back to your point as far as is this the first
Mhm.
time? Nah, bro. Nah. This is
He
not.
said, nah.
No. This shit has been way worse. And as far as even smaller creators, you know what I'm saying? Shit, motherfuckers going in and, you know what I'm saying? People getting exposed. I'm talking about fucking rap sheets and criminal history and shit. You know what I'm saying? Coming up on the screen and all of that shit. No, that shit's been done. Like, it's all been done.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
it's been way worse.
Yeah, it's been way worse. Wow. So I ain't gonna lie. I think that it could be as bad as it is right now, bro. I'm because I'm saying, like, what more possibly could have been going on? But you just explained it, so
I
leave it
think
alone.
you're a little new around here, but
I'm
the
very
thing
no,
is, I
no,
think people are.
2022. I can tell you, I came October 2022, fall of 2022. I know when I did started doing lives. I mean,
Yeah,
started coming here. Yeah, fall of
yeah.
2022, and even then, I think it still took like another year before I actually found you guys because really I found Dee Dee and Kevin Samuels first. That's who I found first was Dee Dee and Kevin Samuels. And then from there, all of you niggas started popping up. All of y'all. AM, everybody, O'Shea. And slowly I found my way over to y'all reviewing stuff and everything. And that's how I got. Yeah. Other than that,
But
my whole
I'm sure
playlist was
it's still some videos up. You know what I'm saying? You can get some commentary if you look up Baby Gate and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can see that
that's
shit.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah.
old shit. And that was, and that's just one thing. Like, yeah, a lot of shit. Like this is extremely soft serve. Yo, what up, Nicer? This is extremely soft serve. I can remember who was that walked up on Tommy and hit him in the mouth on camera.
Tariq. I
Yeah, there
remember.
you
I
go.
actually remember. Now I remember that because I'm into the music stuff, and I only remember it because of I used to watch Vlad and all of that, and people that do rap interviews and stuff. So I saw it because of that, not because I was in this space. That was before I even knew who Tommy was for real, and I didn't know why they were beefing. Then when I saw it once I got here, like years later, I'm like, okay, okay, so that's what that was about, and everything came back. I had the whole anime
Yeah, it
manga
happened. I remember
flashback
it
and shit.
happened in New York City, and
Yeah,
I can just remember. I
he
don't
came
remember
up
the video.
with the what's that? The Krusty or something? No, Darky or something like that trophy and
Crispy,
shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Krusty, yeah, the Krusty trophy. I remember that. Yeah, I
yeah,
remember that.
you forgot the
Shout
brother's
out to
name.
Tommy, by the way.
I
Also
remember
did
when
that.
the
Yeah,
shit happened because the shit was live streamed, and I just remember Tommy's reaction. It was like, "Yo, he just hit me in my face.
mm-hmm.
Yo, he just hit me in my face. Like, yeah, he did. Like, yeah, he did. Right in front of
Mm.
everybody too. Damn, bro.
So, was there a Fight Club before Fight Club?
The closest thing that you would call Fight Club, because okay, so what I would okay, I would consider Fight Club something similar to the Sunday Rumbles or the Coliseum. The Sunday Rumbles were put on by O'Shea. The
Okay,
Coliseum was put on by BGS.
okay,
And the reason why I would compare the two or compare those to each other was because it was a weekly show, you know,
mm-hmm.
with different you know, kind of like just like I thought the Coliseum, I thought the Rumbles were cool because for the most part it was people that had already had platforms, you know, so you know all of the larger creators kind of showed up to that and they combined audiences, so that's what kind
I
of
see.
you know kept shit together. But I mean, as far as I was concerned, I thought that Fight Club was kind of like um a soft serve, a very very soft serve, watered down version of that of that
Of
other
the
shit.
Coliseum. So basically, there are no Coliseum alumni on Fight Club.
Um, what maybe I guess you could say what Angry Man.
Okay, so yeah. I'm pretty sure he was
Taz has
there.
been on Fight Club
Okay,
before, but as far as like consistent fixtures, yeah, not really. You know that I think what I thought was cool about Fight Club was the fact that the panel was open. You know, the panel was open um, to the public, and a lot of people grew their channels off of it. So I will give you know Fight Club its credit for that. You know, like there were people that didn't have platforms that now have them or were able to grow platforms off of it. Whereas with the Rumbles, people had kind of already had you know, platforms, you know, when they went up on those. So yeah, Smitty had dropped. Yeah. No, the Rumbles were cool, man, because everybody used to show up to the Rumbles. Like a lot of folks used to just show up to the Rumbles. Hold on, let me pin that link too. Pin that link. And shout out to the new members. We just gifted 5. So we had what, Cultural Invasion podcast. I know Annie got a membership there. Who else got memberships? A bunch of people got them. Okay, Trapping and Capping. Yeah, Monica Mo. Yeah, gifted some membership, so that's cool. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, as far as I was concerned, I thought it was a good thing. I don't know if they thought it was a good thing, you know, because that was more of a kind of like a Lapeef Network spinoff. So I don't think the purpose was for people to kind of grow their own platforms off of that. So when people started growing their own platforms off of Fight Club, you know, I think that's kind of when it shut down.
I got you.
Which I wasn't too fond of. I think that I personally believe that that's really supposed to be like that's what we're supposed to be doing. Like, you're supposed to use platforms to grow platforms. Like, because look, that's the ongoing narrative amongst, or as far as black folks are concerned, is that we can't build shit. We can't build shit together. We can't build shit with each other. So when I saw
because we're not allowed to be, and because if you're inspired by something, it's called de-writing now. You know, it's called, you know, biting. Or back in the day, we would say biting.
It's one thing to be inspired by something, and it's another thing to
try to copy the whole formula.
No.
So basically, I can be inspired by Popeye's chicken, but if I actually try to do the exact same 11 herbs and spices, then that's different, is what you're saying.
No, I mean, look, if you're gonna work at goddamn Popeyes for 5 years, 10 years, whatever, see how shit works, and then kick off your own fucking chicken shack, you know what I'm saying? And call it, you know what I'm saying,
right. Smitty's chicken. Right.
Yeah,
Smitty's chicken.
Okay. Or whatever the fuck. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with that?
Because I'm copying their flavor formula. No, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I'm a chef. We don't like that shit.
Are you really?
Why you think recipes are so hidden? Why you think it's so much talk about don't ask me what's in my secret sauce? Even on SpongeBob, what is the whole thing Plankton is after, bro? The secret formula. That's a real thing. It's a joke, but that's a real thing. So now I get you. If you steal the formula of my show, then that's one thing. If I can see how you were inspired from little remnants of it, that's way different. Then I'm just looking at my show all over again. You're just doing it now. No, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not down with that, bro. Because you know, I'm about being look. I'm an artist. Don't forget that, bro. And I'm one of old school artists. Like, I'm about do it by hand. I'm all about be original, be creative, be your own artist. All of that, bro. We come from the days of biting, bro. Yeah, you can't sound like another rapper, my nigga. You're not getting. I don't care how good your bars was. That nigga sound too much like Big. We don't want to hear it. He sound too much like Big. When Shine first came in, that skibbity man, he sound like Big. People like the song, but a lot of people did not like because he sound like Big. And that nigga switched it up real quick for a reason. So yeah, bro. I digress. My mic is muted. I'm just giving you an example of why I have that stance. That's all.
And I would agree with you as far as copying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not a proponent of just copying. But if you're inspired, and look, business models have been knocked off, you know, since the beginning of time. That's never going to stop. But when you put your own kind of flavor on it, then there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Many of fast food restaurants have copied the franchise model of McDonald's and other, you know, franchises. Okay. So I don't see it.
But is it a copy, or do they just see that this works? Like, girl, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, see, that's what I'm saying. It's a fine line. And If I see you're doing, and if I see, wow, you know what, this method, what, okay, all right, so when you do this, like even me doing my videos, I didn't use at first, I didn't do a like coming up and have it in black and white and give you like what the climax of it is. I'll give you a piece of that up front and then go to the video. You know where I got that from? Looking at other content creators. Why? Because I see that's a slight method that works. Don't wait for the people to go all the way wait to see what's going to go on. Attention span short. Let them know what this is going to lead up to, and then flash back to the beginning, and then drop that bitch. You see what I'm saying? Like I pick up on shit, so
Well,
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
well, the thing is, okay, so I say it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you know how to make money, right?
Right.
I could steal your money from you, but you'll still be all right because you know how to make money. Now,
Facts.
if I'm a thief, I'm still gonna have to keep stealing.
Mm.
Like that's what I'm saying. I'm a
Okay.
thief. You know how to make money, so you will always make money, even if I keep stealing from you. But I'm still going to have to keep stealing.
Because I know how to fish, and you used to me bringing you fish. So when I stop doing it, now you sneaking in my shed.
That's what I'm saying.
Got
Dog.
you.
I'm gonna have to
I
keep
got you. I
stealing your
got you.
fish because I don't know
I got
how
you.
to fish, and
Right.
that's
I
what
get
you're
it.
seeing in these fucking spaces. So look, what you're seeing in these spaces with all of these bullshit fucking beefs and mess and shit like this, the reason why this is so common, and Emperor, Nicer, they know what I'm talking about. Even Sheila E, if she's still in the cloud, she knows what I'm talking about too. Motherfucker
Mm-hmm.
said this shit was going to happen. Not because we're haters. No, not because we're haters, but because the shit done happened before. If you have the same goddamn conversation about the same bullshit with the same people every day, eventually there's going to be nothing left to talk about but each other. Okay?
Nah.
And then
No, and
even
you know what?
after
And you know what? I literally did a video real quick called cyber cannibalism, where like, yes, like when y'all don't got nobody to beef with, y'all gonna eat each other. It's like pirates on the ship. Once all the food is gone, yeah, y'all drawing luck to see whose head gonna get chopped off on the plane, because we
but
gotta eat.
then even after
Facts.
you've talked about each other every day, there's nothing left to do but start opening up fucking files. Okay?
Well,
And delving into people's personal lives and shit. Okay?
this is the thing that
And hold up.
confuses.
Like I said, this is a symptom of other
Mhm.
problems. Or not necessarily other problems, but just other stuff. It's not the
Right,
issue.
right,
It's a
right.
symptom of the fucking issue. People are running out of shit to talk about. So then you have to open up files. And then once files and people's personal shit, who they're fucking, who they're fucking, who they're screwing, who they're talking to behind the scenes, what the fuck was said, and all of that other shit, eventually that gets old. So now you have to start making shit up. That's why this is not new. It's all been done. Just because it's new to you, not you in particular, but just because it's
I know
new
what
to
you're
some of
saying
these
in general.
people
I know what you're
does
saying.
not
Right,
mean
right,
it's new.
right. Yeah, now my whole thing is this is why I came to the conclusion of the WWE, and this is why I came, because I'm gonna tell you right now, in real life, I'm telling you, in real life, I don't know how to comprehend it. Now, I want to make this quick disclaimer. I'm not saying just because you had a fallout with somebody, because I fist fought homies in real life and we became cool again. So I get that part, but the way people go on each other here and then turn right around and y'all doing shows together, laughing, kiki and high and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, you niggas ain't real. Y'all not for real about it. Okay, that was a play. That's when I started to learn that whole phrase called a play. Oh, so that's how y'all do these plays. I get it now. And slowly but surely, more and more, you just learn it. And that's why I say I can't take none of y'all be serious, nothing, dog. Cause you motherfuckers turn right around and you niggas is laughing like shit like 2 weeks later, bro. 2 weeks later.
It's just like,
dog each other, families and everything. F your kids, all kind of shit. Right back on the panel with each other. I said, you niggas is WCW.
Bro, it's just like Broadway
This shit is
or any other
WCW,
play,
bro.
but just like you said, just like WCW, or WWE, WWF, whatever you want to
Right,
call it,
right, right, right.
and
We
which
say
is just
WWF,
a
but right.
spinoff of old school soap operas, right?
It is,
So
bro.
if you want to go back and let's talk about this, 'cause I study business models for a fucking living. Look, there ain't but a few plots when it comes to fucking soap operas. You know, when you run out of shit, okay, you got the random hookup, you know what I'm saying, between two people that either been flirtatious or they get drunk or whatever the fuck, and then 5 years later, their baby pops up. Their baby pops up as a teenager or some shit in town. Five years later, right?
Right.
That happens, and then you got a whole new storyline. Or you got the evil twin brother or twin sister shit. So then the actor gets to show their range because they get to play a whole different fucking character, right? Right? That's another storyline in soap. If you remember soap operas and shit, yeah, that's another one. And then here's the other one, right? Amnesia. You get into a fucking car accident or some shit, and then you get amnesia, and you lose your whole fucking memory, and you don't remember anybody, and the actor gets to show their range by playing a whole new fucking character. You know, like you're the same person, but you get to play it from a whole different perspective and be a different person. Same shit with the WWE. You got heel turns, you got baby face fucking turns, you got you know what I'm saying, you got people turning on each other and shit like that. You know, it's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. You know what I'm saying? You prop up the goddamn hero, they gotta run the fucking gauntlet, eventually you give them the belt, whatever, let them hold the belt for a little bit, and then you fucking give that shit to another heel, and everybody gotta climb the fucking mountain for a while. You keep the storyline going. You know, it's the same shit. It's the same fucking shit. You know, they need shit to talk about tomorrow. So this is one of the reasons why we're not going to do a purge. Well, we're not going to do a purge every fucking day for the simple fact that people wouldn't want to do that shit every day. And if they did it every day, it wouldn't be the purge because you wouldn't have shit to talk about tomorrow. That's why I said the purge is where people come, where you come. Yeah, it's a fun weekend. You know, people get the shit out of their system, but for the most part, you see who's with the shit, you see who's above the shit, and you see who's full of shit. You know, most people will not show up and get their shit out because they don't want to get their shit out. They don't want to confront anybody because if I confront you today, what the fuck am I going to talk about tomorrow?
About
the content.
Listen, I had somebody in this space when you was doing this very last purge. I had somebody. All I'm gonna say is that light-skinned nigga. Anyway, somebody hit me up in my DM and said, "Hey, Smitty, come on, let's purge." Like basically, they was trying to call me out to come. And bruh, I just typed back like, I got better shit to do. Did I watch? Yeah. Was that person actually on that purge up there that you did? Yeah. But was it with me? No. Nah. You know, and look, I can't never say it's any shade because the simple fact is, I watch it too. I watch it. So, you know what I'm saying? I like it. It's fun. It's fun to watch. But nah, I ain't getting in the ring. Nah. We're a little more manicure these days. We don't like purposely go up. Now, if some shit pop off while I'm up there because somebody came at me, oh yeah, guns drawn. But like me going out like, yeah, let's set up this, and you got me effed up. I'm turning 44 this year. I actually want to act my age to the best of my ability. To the best of my ability. Trust me, I ain't all the way grown now. I still get with you. But no, I mean, I do at least want to make an attempt on the shit. God dang it. But I'm with you, Ant. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I just gotta speak on what Nicer mentioned. As far as what I'm seeing, because I just looked it up, Kyrie Irving has not yet been traded. But I do look for him to be traded. Yeah, he's still with the Mavericks. I do look for him to be traded before the trade deadline. I do personally, as I do look for Klay Thompson to be traded as well.
Do you know where he honestly should go? Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Now, you tell me what you think, and I know somehow you're gonna disagree. I don't know why I feel it, but yo, if Kyrie went to San Antonio, they're getting that next ring. Wemby's going to get
Well,
that ring if
that's not
Kyrie
gonna
goes
happen.
there. Why? Why? Well, because they would have to do too big of a trade to get him. I
Well,
already
yeah, I
know.
mean, look, there you can't include cash in trades. Well, they can, but none of these teams are going into that second apron. None of them are doing it. And it's not even about the money; it's about the fucking restrictions. So
Hmm.
it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. There's no reason to send Kyrie Irving to San Antonio. They have a stud at that position in Dylan Harper. Um,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
when if they do trade De'Aaron Fox, that money has to fit. You're talking about like $250 million or 250 million plus. So they would have to get 250 million in return, for him. Um,
Right.
so or you would have to get another team in the deal, but it doesn't there's no real fit for him. Now, granted, of course, Kyrie Irving would love to stay in Texas, or he would love to go to Florida. These motherfuckers are not fucking stupid. Like at this point, like Klay Thompson gave a short list of teams he wanted to be traded to. One was Orlando, one was Miami, the other two of them were
Oh, he
San
want to come back to the East
Antonio.
Coast.
Hold on, you gotta
Okay,
let me
he want to
finish.
come back to the.
Well, one
Okay.
would no, it's not about that. Like I said, it was Orlando, Miami, Houston, San Antonio, and Phoenix. Now, Phoenix, I'm gonna start with them. Their
Hmm.
state income tax is flat rate 2.5%, which is I think it's like the lowest of any state with state income tax. That's one. The state of Texas, no income tax, no state income tax, and then the state of Florida, no state income tax. These motherfuckers trying to get all their money. That's what it
Got
is.
you.
You know,
It's about
that's what it
I
is.
see. I
So
see. I see.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got other states like a New York, for example, or even a California, shit like that. Like New York is stupid, bro. They're taxing like fucking 42% or some shit like that. It's fucking stupid.
Maryland ain't
So
fun either, bro. It ain't fun out here in DMV. I'm in Maryland. It's yeah, bro. Wow. Yeah,
so
man.
no,
They
once you
kicking
hit
our ass.
it's not as big of a deal, when you're a normal person making less than $150,000 a year, or less than
Hmm.
$250,000 a year. It's not that big of a deal. But once you get into the you know $5, $10 million, $20 million, $30 million a
Range.
year range, bro, that's a lot of fucking money to kind of just give away. Like it is. Yo, so not everybody wants to do that shit unless they know that they can make that money off the court.
Mm.
You know,
So
so
really, it's not even about what team they want to go to. It's about they damn where I'm living in the tech. That's crazy to think that even wow, they're not even basing upon the sport. You're telling me this shit is based upon housing and economics and shit.
absolutely, it's not as big of a
Wow.
deal for guys that are younger. Like if you're under the age of fucking 29 or 30 years old, you still have a couple of 4-year, 5-year contracts left in your career. You know, if you're capable, so you're not worried about that. You'll make the money over time. But for somebody like a Klay Thompson, that's probably looking at one more contract in his career, like one more real contract. Nah, you trying to stack as much bread as you can, and I don't blame these dudes for that. Man, shout out to L Nixon, something to think about with the gifted membership, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Got new members in the building. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all that. But nah. Um look, I understand. I just understand how it works. When it comes to that. Think about it, bro. If somebody told you right now, like it's one thing to say, look, man, I'll take, 100 grand a year or 200 grand a year, what I'm saying, to work my job. You can work that job until you're 60 years old, 60, 70 years old.
Right.
But what if somebody told you, look, we'll give you $10 million a year. We're going to tax you at fucking 42% and you can't work after you're 39. That's it. You got to retire.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's what professional sports is, bro.
yeah, yeah. And even military.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's professional sports. So That's why I always make the argument when they say athletes are overpaid. Nah, I think they're underpaid. That's just my assessment on it, because you can't work after you're fucking 40.
But
Like, that money got to last you for the rest of your goddamn life.
But you know something? If you really go down the line, the average person, if you gave the average person, let's say around our age, all right, I'm 43. If you gave me $10 million right now, I'll never be broke again. And I'm talking about, that's just me spending it on how I normally do my shopping. Like, let's say I stayed. Now, of course, you give me 10 million, I'm gonna get something nice now. But nah, overall, like once I get a little bit of splurge out, nah, bro, all that shit is just gonna like sit, and I'm gonna put it in accounts where it grows interest, the whole nine. So my money keeps making money while I'm even asleep.
Well,
So
yeah,
my point is,
even
bro,
with a basic
they blow
account,
the shit. They blow the shit.
you have to
They
listen
blow
to
it.
me. Even with
Go
a
ahead.
basic account, if somebody would just give you $10 million right now, we'll say you pay taxes. I don't know what
I
state
do
you're in.
pay
You don't have to
property
tell me.
tax. I'm
But
in Maryland. I pay property tax.
okay,
Yes, homeowner.
so yeah, you got to pay your property taxes. But let's say it's just 10 million free and clear. You're gonna get $200,000 just in the basic account on just interest every year at just 2%. Just for that money to sit there. And then that's if it stays at 10 million.
Right.
That's it. Now, granted, with $10 million in the bank, you can actually negotiate a higher interest rate than that. Most people don't know, but yeah, you can. Like 2% is
Man,
that's standard. But when you're putting
bad.
10 million in the bank, you can. I've heard in some cases motherfuckers negotiate with American banks at like 9% and shit. Dog, it's fucking stupid.
Okay, good point. I digress. My mic is muted. You got the floor.
Well, because banks are competing for your business at that point.
Right.
So, hey,
Right.
in order to compete, you gotta stay competitive. So, that's one thing. But as far as this space is concerned, that's why it's common, and it's going to keep happening. That's why I said to folks, they got mad at me, because I'm like, look, this is what happens when you do the same shit every day. Eventually you're going to run out of shit to talk about. Look, if you want to do the same shit every fucking day and you want to get paid for it, just get a fucking job. Like, what the fuck is the problem? That's what a job does. It pays you a steady fucking wage to do the same shit every day. But YouTube, social media is supposed to be for creators. So if you're not trying to be creative and create some new shit, I'm not talking about some fucking cutaways and a couple of goddamn thumbnails for different streams, but really it's the same shit every fucking day, then this shit ain't for you. Now, I get it. It's a risk. Whenever you create something new, there's a chance that the old audience may not like it. That's innovation. Like, you take a risk with that shit. There's a chance that you can fucking lose people. That's it. So I know people don't want to take that risk, and that's on them. I personally don't give a fuck. What these folks eat doesn't make me shit. So knock yourselves out. But at some point, the same old shit every day will become bland. Because as much as these people love seeing and talking about and doing the same shit every day, the one thing that they will always do is switch up and go to a new person doing the same shit that they're used to every day. Just like they came to you.
Wow. Yeah.
So, folks don't understand that shit. And it's cool. I get it. It takes a little bit of time. But the thing is, especially when it comes to these spaces right here, Most folks are only going to pivot and do new shit when they're forced to. They're going to have to be forced to. So I don't mind, and the only reason why I don't mind seeing folks, quote unquote, copy the Fight Club model and shit is because there ain't no Fight Club no more. So who gives a fuck? It's not like you're trying to compete with Fight Club by doing the same shit Fight Club was doing. Fight Club's over, So, if you see a lane for it, you see a lane for it. But I heard some people, or I actually saw a poll on Sole Providers talking about the bounty system and shit like that. Now I don't have a problem with the bounty system. I thought, the bounty system is pretty cool, and no, I don't think that, I heard somebody else mention that too. I don't think that people being bountied deserve a percentage of the fucking bounties. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's it. That shit goes to the channel. It is what it is. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to give the channel host the money, then just leave. That is what it is. But I think what people don't understand is what they did was they looked at the bounty system that they only recognized from Fight Club, even though it was on multiple channels before that. I'm not going to go into all of that. It was on multiple channels before that, but they saw that and all they saw was the money. That's all they saw was the money. They didn't understand there was a reason why, Aaron O and Brittany B and them had instituted the bounty system. And I think make the money happen to be a side effect from it. They did it because it was impossible to get a goddamn panel spot on that show. You got 600, 700, 800 fucking live viewers, sometimes 1,000 live viewers, and the panel link is open. So what would happen is, as soon as they fucking started the show with a pinned link, it would already be 10 people backstage ready to come up. And if nobody was getting bountied, you can never cycle motherfuckers out. People couldn't get on the fucking panel. That was the purpose of putting a bounty system in there. And then it just happened to make money, which is how most money-making ideas start. They don't start because somebody sits in the room and says, wow, I need to make money. Most money-making ideas come because somebody solves a basic problem. They solve a basic problem, they fill a basic need, and then they get paid. So a lot of people look at the finished product and they're like, oh shit, that's a good idea. I can make money from that. So now what you see is you see a lot of people putting bullshit on their menu and charging people to take it off just so they can get money. Like, in other words, I want the most annoying motherfuckers that I possibly can get on my panel so you guys can pay to kick them off. I would compare that system right there. Like, it makes sense when it's something that, hey, we got creators up here, people are able to throw their fucking bags around, and this is how we can keep cycling out, panelists and shit like that. And there's always a spot open, there's always a spot for sale. Boom. You come up here, you can get your shit off, or if somebody's too long-winded, you can just shut them up real quick. Cool. No problem. That's a basic fucking problem. It helps with the engagement with the audience, and it brings in a couple of dollars too. Like last. Boom. And makes the show more interesting and fun. Cool. But if you're going to have the business model of, let's imagine that McDonald's decides to put rancid seafood on the fucking menu and say, look, we know you don't like this shit, but just pay us and we'll take it off. Eventually, McDonald's about to lose customers like that. And that's what you see. That's why you see a lot of people now in the space kind of clapping back on that. You got some people saying that they want their cut. Some people saying that, the bounties are kind of fucking up the conversation. They're saying a bunch of different shit. They got issues with it. because they didn't do it to solve a basic problem or fill a need. They just did it to put some money in their pockets. You know, so when you skip over the purpose, when you skip over the purpose and go straight for the money, that ends up costing you money. That's why I always use the same analogy. Folks be stepping over $100 bills just to get shiny pennies. You know, and that's the difference between a sustainable business and a cash grab. You with me, Smitty? All right, Smitty just went on mute. Look, and Nicer called it. She said a lot of them use AI for their thumbnails, and they all still kind of look the same. Yeah, I don't do it. You know, my thumbnails, I get kind of lazy with them sometimes. So, you know what I'm saying? The template is always there. But I have never, like, of course, I put AI in my thumbnails, but I'm not. You're not gonna. I put too much time into the motherfuckers to for the shit to look like anybody else's. Like, I put way too much time into them shits. You know? Way too much time. So it's pretty impossible. You know? And where do I get that model from? It was basic, man. I learned that shit. Yo, look, I'm a 90s kid, teenager, whatever you want to call it. So I remember shit like Terminator 2 and Jurassic Park and shit like that. And you're supposed to use practical effects along with CGI. You know, nowadays everything is all fucking CGI. And that's why the special effects from the fucking 90s still hold up today and still look better than a lot of fucking movies that you watch today. It's not just a fucking slew of CGI monstrosities. You know, they've got practical effects and they've got CGI. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, like, you look at some shit like a Terminator 2, for example. It's like, damn, motherfucker flying a helicopter underneath a goddamn overpass or a bridge. That shit look real. Or crashing that goddamn, or in the Dark Knight when the motherfucker a semi fucking flipped. Damn, that shit looked real. It's like, because it was real. They actually flipped the fucking semi. They actually had a real fucking helicopter pilot fucking drive or fly a damn helicopter underneath a fucking overpass. You know, or they use miniatures, whatever the fuck they had to do. Like, there was, you know what I'm saying, with Jurassic Park, it was CGI, but it was also practical fucking effects. They still had animatronics and shit for the close-ups, and they used CGI for the wide shots. You know? And then you also used great actors and great directors to put it all together, so that way you couldn't see the lines. You couldn't see the wires. You know? Same shit. Even if you want to go back to 1978, you got the Superman movie and shit like that. Like, that was the thing. You will believe that a man can fly. Just the fucking flying effect. You know? What's up, Mahogany? You know? They put a lot into that shit. You know? They put a lot into that shit. Yeah, there was some blue screen. There was some other shit, but there were also specific wires. And then they had the right guy that could pull that shit off to make it look like the motherfucker was actually flying. So they had the takeoffs and the landings and shit like that. Like, that is what it is. Nowadays, people kind of want to use AI to do all of the work, you know, and that's why the shit don't really hold up. You know, the shit don't hold up, and you end up with everything kind of looking the same. Again, you see it across multiple different business models. But that's the best way that I can compare it. You know, that's the best way I can compare it. You know, like I said, AI, just like CGI, is supposed to be a tool. It's not supposed to be a formula. I know L. Nixon just made a comment. He said, that's because they're all using generic prompts, AI for images, so they can stand out and get generic outputs that are similar. Look, I can even say, like, even when, like, I do, when I do the purge graphics and shit like that, like, I know there's a bunch of shit that I can do myself without using any help you know. But I choose to incorporate, you know what I'm saying, work for other people. I might have one person, you know what I'm saying, do the actual AI images, and then I'll have another person use a totally different program to animate those images, and then I'll put it all together. You know? And I don't do it like that just so that I don't do it like that because of shit that I don't know how to do. I know damn well I can create the images, I can fucking animate them, and I can put it all together. I do that so that way it can't be knocked off. It's almost like encrypting your fucking password. Like if the shit is that intricate, it can't be knocked off. So even if that means I gotta grease a couple extra palms or whatever to get that unique flavor, that's what I'm going to do. It's too many different, you know what I'm saying, too many different sets of fingerprints in there. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock it off. You know? Exactly. You know? That's what I'm saying. So there's a reason why I do that shit. You know, for example, you know, Princess Cammy, you know, helped us with a lot of the AI visuals for the Purge. And, you know, even Cammy was surprised when she saw when we had animated them. You know, she was like, "What? What'd you do?" You know, I was like, "Hey, your images, you know, just my Fives animation, and then I put it all together, you know what I'm saying, with some to do the edited video and shit like that." So it's something that's totally unique, you know? It's something that's totally unique. Now, granted, any one of us could have done it all, but it wouldn't have came out the same way. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It's so many different, you put pieces to the puzzle together to come up with a unique picture. You know, multiple different pieces. And you just try to fit it in, you know, properly, you know? But I think that's another thing. I'm gonna kind of talk about that too, you know, because this kind of goes back to the topic there as well. You know, when you talk about the fucking, you know, the online wars and shit like that, a lot of this shit comes up because, and I said this when I was at Corey Love's, you know, yesterday, and I think he was breaking down the shit with Black TV and 2K. Which I'm not really familiar with either of them, but I did see this shit kind of pop off. All right. So cool. But you know, a lot of people don't understand how teamwork works. They don't. You know, and just like any other team, you know, whether it's in sports, whether it's in business, whether it's just for strategic planning, warfare, whatever, you know, everybody's supposed to have a fucking role. You know, everybody's supposed to have a role. Everybody's supposed to have responsibilities and shit like that. If you've got a bunch of individuals just wearing the same jersey, that's not a team. That's just a bunch of people wearing matching outfits. You know, it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? A team works together. Like literally works together. Doesn't just sit on panels together. Doesn't just say that they're part of the same fucking crew. You know, a team actually works together. I do what I'm supposed to do, you do what you're supposed to do, and vice versa. Just like you see these guys behind me, you know, on here. Everybody's got a role, you know. JB, Jalen Brunson, the Brunson burner, you know. Big body Brunson. He is the closer. He is the engine that goes. He is the captain. You know what I'm saying? OG is the defensive stopper. You know, he's a defensive stopper. You know, he's the performer that when the play breaks down, you know what I'm saying, we get a basket. Josh Hart is the Swiss Army knife. You know, he's the Swiss Army knife. You know, he defends at a high level. He rebounds at a high level. You know, he does all of the dirty work, the intangibles. Okay? You know, Mikal Bridges, on-ball defense. You know, Karl Anthony Towns spreads the floor. You know, spreads the floor, distributes from the elbow. You know, all of those different things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got a role, and the coach makes sure everything fits together properly. You know, the general manager puts the team together, the owner signs the checks. Like that, it's a team. Everybody has a certain job to do. You know, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, especially in these spaces. You know, it gets to the point, and this is why you see most of these crews fall apart. You know, you see most of these crews fall apart because you know the roles are not clearly defined, the responsibilities are not clearly outlined, and people get a little big for their britches. That's why you hear the either the I made you, oh no, I made myself, and I did it by myself, and all of that other shit. You got a lot of folks trying to outshine each other. You know, you got a lot of folks trying to outshine each other. People start getting jealous of each other and all types of other shit. And then, you know, people get real caught up in what the chat box and the comment thread and what the audience is saying and what people are saying on the reaction streams. And that creates dissension amongst the ranks. Yeah, basic shit. You know, basic shit. You know, and it can happen anywhere. You know, we saw that shit with, you know, Shaq and Kobe back in the early 2000s. Like, you know, hey, Shaq is the best player on the fucking team. You know what I'm saying? Definitely the most important piece, you know, to the puzzle they got going on. But at the same time, hey, you know, at the same time, you know, Kobe works hard in the motherfucker. Shaq want to show up out of fucking shape. That's why you hear motherfuckers say, look, I do more work than this one. This one does more work than me. Blah, 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 blah. Hold up. I'm going to switch mics.
Step away. Okay. Yeah. Now the crazy shit. Feel free to come up if you want to. You know, Mahogany or anybody else that's in the bushes. Talk about whatever. It's open topics. You know, we're just talking about shit. I do know that, and shout out to Mahogany. She said some that really did make some sense. It made a lot of sense, actually. You know, on her show about what was it? You know, people coming up here talking about, you know what I'm saying, using the predator word and the abuse and everybody's a fucking victim and all of this other shit. Yet you can't get rid of them. You can't get rid of them. They always in a motherfucker's face, always trying to antagonize people, and then as soon as they get clapped the fuck back at, motherfuckers want to talk about how the fuck they've been victimized. It gets old. You know what I'm saying? It gets old. And what you really see is a lot of folks that get pissed off because people don't be going after X amount of years of doing that shit. It's like, bro, we've been peeping this shit for the last goddamn 3+ years. You do this shit every goddamn year in hopes that people done forgot that you did this shit every year, a couple of times a year for the last goddamn 3 years. You hope that some new motherfuckers that don't remember this shit, you know what I'm saying, or wasn't here for it, you know what I'm saying, just totally forget that, or don't know, or nobody tells them that you do this shit all the fucking time. Like, this is, I want to call it a grift, but it's more of just a scam or a fucking hustle. It's like the goddamn pool hall hustler and shit. Like, at some point, now you gotta travel and find a new city full of suckers where people don't fucking know you. You know what I'm saying? Because your hustle's already out in that last goddamn city. Ain't nobody trying to play you no more. You know? So now you got to keep going here. You got to keep going there. So that's what you see. You know? People that have to sit back, lay low for 9-10 months and shit. 8-9-10 months. And come back and sell the same old shit to some new people. You know, it never fails. You know, it never fails. And just like I said, if you want to do the same shit every day, just and get paid for it, just get a fucking job. Like, are these motherfuckers that unemployable? That there's nobody that will pay you? There's nobody off of the internet that will pay you to do the same shit every day. Like, I feel for you. If that's your last resort, I really do feel for you. Shout out to Nicer, member for 8 months. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Hold up. I know I got a membership
Hey, and I'm
milestone.
right here,
Yeah.
by the way, and I'm just upstairs. I'm making me a steak and cheese. And I'm up here with the family real quick. So I'll talk a little more when I get downstairs. But I'm up here cooking, so I'm on mute.
All right. You got that. You got that. What the fuck is with my goddamn downloads? Hold up. Oh. Yeah. All right, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out eventually. But yeah, I had a membership milestone. Um, I had a membership milestone. Gift that hits the screen and shit. But appreciate that. We're gonna give you that new member milestone, even though there's nothing new about your membership. Appreciate you, Nicer. 8 months in there. I think I got it on another device or some shit. Throw that in there in a second. But that's what it is. So it's all good. Don't sweat it, Mahogany. Eventually people will get sick of hearing the same old shit. The same old shit every fucking day or after years. They will. And then, them same people gonna have to disappear for another 4 or 5 months. They're gonna lose another goddamn channel. They're gonna lose another fucking channel. Have to disappear for 4 or 5 months or 6 months, pretend like they've been gone for fucking 3 years, and come back and try this shit again. They'll get old, and so will the shit that they do. And then they'll blame me for the shit that they're dealing with. It is what it is. So but nah, shout out to Mahogany. And that's really all you got to do is kind of experiment, with shit, because, if you have fun and you experiment with shit, eventually you're going to figure it out. Eventually you will. That's kind of how the game goes. And you know what? Matter of fact, speaking of scams, look, a lot of folks fall for, the scams and shit on a consistent basis. And I'm going to show you right here how and why. Let's get this right here, just like this. Because I got a little review right here.
How long is the distance?
He's in. At what point does fighting for a relationship become settling for less than what you deserve?
Husband or boyfriend?
Husband, I'm married. I'm in a long distance relationship.
How long is the distance?
He's in Nigeria.
All right. So this is a woman here that done been hit with the 90-day fiance shit. She got her a Nigerian husband that's like 25 years younger than her. And granted, I believe she looks like she's about 25 years older than she actually is, but whatever. For those people that say black don't crack, hey, I wish that were the case.
Wait, I'm 54, he's 36.
Okay. Okay, Stella. You ain't sending no money, have you? You ain't sending no money, have
I ain't gonna lie, man. This is sad, Joe. This is sad.
you? You haven't sent him no money, right? We haven't sent no money.
I send money every month.
Hey, and that nigga is on the payroll, dog. He's on the fucking payroll.
No. Come on, Grim.
Yeah.
I love you.
You have been scammed.
Earlier, my brother said love makes you do some crazy things. Love ain't make you do that. Desperation did. The lack of love made you do that. You didn't feel like you was worthy of having a real commitment, so you went and you settled for one of the oldest scams in the book. The Nigerian scammer of it all, married for papers coming up out of your wallet. And it's unfortunate that it led you to this route, but you got to figure out a way to get out because you said a commitment. This is a sham.
You a believer? Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, she does him good and not evil all the days of her life. And that's what's making me stay. Because I know if I leave, he's going to become nothing.
No. Let me do it. This is what I mean when people try to play God. The burden is not yours to carry. The burden is not yours to carry. Can I get 2-3 minutes, please?
Go ahead.
This is the valley that a lot of people place themselves in. And then they get mad at God. When they put themselves in the valley, when God had a completely different direction, but you chose to go through the valley. Now how you going to get out of it?
That's what I'm asking.
This man right here that has on a white cap, do you have your phone on you? Can you raise your flashlight for a second? You see that light?
Yes.
How do y'all know it's a light right there?
Because we see it.
Because you can see it, right? You saw the light. You fixed your eyes to the light. If you were in a valley right now, would you move towards the light?
Yes.
Because it's there, right?
Yes.
Jesus is the way and the what? The only way you're going to get out this situation is not by this panel. It's by Jesus Christ.
Look, he's going to give his commentary on this shit. I'm going to give my commentary on it right now. If that shit sounds like a foreign language, it's because it is. I don't know what the fuck kind of advice she's trying to give this woman, but that shit I don't even understand what the fuck that means. The way that you're going to get out of this goddamn situation is to get the fuck out of it. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But look, a fool and his money were lucky enough to get together in the first goddamn place. So whatever, you want to pay this motherfucking Nigeria for some goddamn phone calls and maybe a couple of dick pics from time to time, that's on you. I personally don't give a shit.
Might. It ain't gonna be by your own might.
And that's what people just need to say. Stop bullshitting with these. Oh, Jesus Christ is the only one that's gonna get you out. No, motherfucker, you gonna get out of this shit if you want to. You obviously like giving up your motherfucking money for nothing to Nigerian fucking scammers. That's your fucking business. You know, whatever. You know, if you like it, I love it. You obviously don't like having your motherfucking money. And whatever the hell he's selling to you, you clearly want to pay for it. So whatever. I ain't even mad at the dude.
A whole lot of things by your own might that's going to lead you to destruction. You won't have nobody but your children when that man is having a field day off your money and taking the resources from you. If God is a God of abundance, why would you allow a thief to come into your life?
That's the thing that gets me, man. Like a lot of times, and this is sad because women her age, they want love so bad that they'll take anything and everything. A man can lie to them, or a man could just scam them out of everything, and we laugh at it. But this is just sad. I mean, me, honestly, the first thing, he's from Nigeria. That's all they do is scam in Nigeria. They find women like her and they take advantage of them. Miss Lady, if you watch this, man, just leave. Just leave. You know what I'm saying? Love ain't worth it. This love ain't worth it, Joe. Just get out of the relationship. Tell him, yo, if he taking you for your money, he don't give a damn about you. He probably scamming 3 or 4 other women. I mean, this is sad, Joe.
Literally, some kids actually wake up just to say, I want to show it to my dad.
Right.
I want my dad to
I'm
think about
trying to
this.
I remember I called myself, because I feel like part of keeping your kid away from the other parent is ego. It's a lot. And I remember I called myself doing that to my to my daughter. Everything they have a bond. Like I'm telling you, when my daughter see her father, don't nobody else like. So it's like for any woman that if you have the opportunity to allow your child to have a relationship with their father, and he wants to be there regardless, find a way.
Very important.
That's very important because a lot of times women think they can do it on their own, but no, it takes two parents to raise a child. If the father wants to be in the child's life, let him be in the child's life, because at the end of the day, that child needs his or her father. The son needs the father for leadership, and the daughter needs the father for guidance. Doesn't matter if you mad at the man because he done went on and got somebody else. That ain't got nothing to do with the child. The child needs the father. The child needs the father, and women need to stop this BS. Somebody I could do it on my own. No, you need the father in your child's life.
Yesterday, my husband had something that
Again, that shit usually be symptoms of other issues. It's symptoms of other issues. What I don't like is when people talk about their actual life situations as if that shit is just some random stretch of bad luck. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, decisions lead to situations, which lead to more decisions, which lead to more decisions, which lead to more decisions and situations, and this is how you end up here. Like that's what it is. So at some point, if you're going to stop a cycle or break a cycle, it's fine. So I don't want to, talk like, oh, well, hey, women, if you have an opportunity to keep the father in your child's life, make sure you do that. Like, the fuck, no, of course. Look, if there's a chance that this man is not going to be in your child's life, then you do not allow him to father your child. And I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, well, how are you supposed to know that? It's called fucking people skills. It's called being a good judge of character. And if you can't judge somebody's character, or you don't know shit, don't make children with them. It's pretty simple. Like, if I don't know what you're going to do, or have a good idea of what the fuck it is you're going to do, then chances are you're probably going to do something that I don't want you to do or won't like when you fucking do it. So therefore, I'm not giving you the opportunity to do shit that I don't want to happen. Like, I'm like what the fuck? The fuck? But people just do shit and then wonder, oh, well, how did I get here? I don't know. Must just be unlucky. Yeah. I must just be unlucky. No, you're not just unlucky. You're a fucking idiot. And it's cool. It's cool. We've all been idiots at times. I know some people will get real triggered by that shit. They're going to hear, hey, you calling me an idiot. Look, we've all been idiots at times. We've all done stupid shit. It is what it is. But at some point, you're going to have the ability to be able to self-reflect and take accountability. And that's what it is. Look, I was an idiot, but that was yesterday. I'm not an idiot today. So I'm going to make better, smarter decisions today. It's okay. It's okay. I don't think there's a person alive that has never made a mistake. We all have. It's okay. You're allowed to make a fucking mistake. The real mistake is not learning from it. That's the real mistake. So you're supposed to make these decisions, based on your fucking knowledge. If you see somebody that's on the goddamn street, outside, like, let's say you driving, you pull up to a red light and it's a motherfucker with a sign that says, I will work for food. What up, Irby? You see him, he's got a sign that says, I will work for food. Motherfucker ain't showered in 2 or 3 fucking days. Are you gonna let this person into, are you gonna tell him, hey man, get in the car, I'm about to feed you, and then take the motherfucker home with you, give him dinner, and let him share the guest room in your house. You probably won't fucking do that because you don't trust that person. You don't know them. They might just be a good person. They might be, but you're not even going to take the fucking chance. You know? Those are people skills. That's called being a judge of character. It could be hey, not every homeless bum was created equal. Not everybody's a drug addict fucking junkie. You know? Some people just had, you know what I'm saying, just had a plan and the shit didn't work and then they ended up broke yesterday. You know, some people really do want to do good, but that don't mean you take a chance on them because some people are just fuck ups. You know, so based on what you see, what you hear, what you smell, and your knowledge of the world, you're probably not going to let this homeless bum that's begging for loose change on the median in your house. No?
He wanted to tell me, and I could tell that he was choosing his words very carefully because he didn't want me to get defensive about anything. So before he even said anything, I stopped him. I said, you can tell me anything, and I promise not to get defensive. I'll just look at it from your perspective first. And y'all, that completely changed the entire conversation because the goal for me wasn't to be right. The goal was to understand why he felt the way that he did. I'm still learning this. This is crazy because getting defensive is something I got a PhD in, okay? But the more that I remind myself that my husband isn't trying to attack me, and this applies to friendships too, the better the conversations become.
Yeah, a lot of times women do get defensive because if a man wants to be honest with them, he got to choose his words wisely. He got to, like he walking on eggshells and stuff like that. Don't get defensive. Let him be honest with you. You will want him to be honest with you. Let him be honest with you because he wants you to be honest with him. It works both ways. And at the end of the day, if you become defensive, then the less he'll be want to be open to you. So don't be defensive, be open, let him do what he do, and then the relationship will be a lot better.
And as a woman, you got to learn how to express yourself. A lot of you women don't know how to express yourselves to a man. A lot of y'all are straight up disrespectful. Some of y'all be talking to these men like they're your child. He is your man for a reason. And the reason a lot of y'all don't have a man is because you mistreat him. Y'all always so quick to talk about how a man does, but it's the kind of woman that you are that brings that out of a man. If you want your man to be gentle and kind and soft with you, you need to express that same thing in return. A lot of you women be trying to act like y'all run the household. A man will run from that. A lot of men just want a supporter, peace, okay, happiness. Let that man go do what he do and be in peace. He can come home and love you correctly. Stop being a nag. Stop trying to be all about you. It's not just about you. He had a long day too. Can y'all love on each other? Can it be love, respect, and happiness in the household for once? Just practice doing that, and I promise you, your relationships will last, and they'll go.
Yeah, they'll last because the man feels at peace. When a man feels at peace, he'll be able to do anything and everything you want him to do. I'm going to be honest. If you let that man be at peace, that man will do anything and everything you need him to do. And the sad part is women will go ahead and let their pride get in the way of that. Look at all the women that are happily married. They let that man be peaceful. They let that man go and play his video games. Let that man need to do because he's protecting. He's doing everything that a husband or a boy or a man should do. Don't be nagging. When y'all come together as a couple, y'all are happier. A happy home is a better home. Happy wife, happy life.
Again, this is when I have to respectfully disagree right there. Like, at this point, you're trying to ask a fish to climb a fucking tree, right? Even from the lady doing her commentary on it. Now, the shit that she's saying makes sense for somebody that actually wants to do that shit. You know? But I really wish that people would stop trying to give healthy advice to unhealthy motherfuckers. Like, it doesn't make sense. In other words, talking about be somebody's peace. You gotta understand, some people don't, most of these people don't want to be a motherfucker's peace. They want to raise hell. They want toxicity. Without no toxicity, they don't feel comfortable. If there's nothing to complain about, fuck that. That is the, if there ain't no problems, that's a problem. Just like, who was that? Was that Glorilla or some shit that said, hey man, it's just something about being a man's piece. That shit, oh I'm sorry, it was Sexy Red or some shit that said, hey, something about being a man's piece that just don't sit right with me. I ain't trying to do that shit. Fuck that. I'm supposed to put that nigga through hell. That's my job. That's the way they see it. So why the fuck are y'all trying to talk to people as if they want peace? They don't want peace. They want problems. Always. Always. No. So what you tell them is, no, here's the deal. Okay, that's your goddamn problem. You're trying to create problems for a peaceful motherfucker. That's why niggas keep leaving you. What you need to do with your problematic ass is go get you a problematic nigga, and y'all will be a happy, everything will be perfect. You know, everything will be perfect. Because peaceful, disciplined motherfuckers will not put up with your shit. Why are people scared to say that? Somebody got to explain that to me. Like, is that bad advice online? Look, you are a toxic, problematic motherfucker. And that's cool. You know? That's cool. I'm sure God loves you just how you are. He made you like this. Okay? He made you like this. It's a random act of chance that you got like this anyway. Like, because nothing's ever your fault. So, you know, whatever. That's just the way it is. So, why don't you just get another problematic, toxic motherfucker? And y'all are a match made in heaven. Oh, you want to institute problems into somebody else's life, but you don't like when that person institutes problems in yours. Oh, yeah, I get it. You're a fucking hypocrite too. Okay. Okay. I get it. I get it. Maybe you can get somebody that's on the same wavelength as you. Get another toxic, problematic motherfucker, but also make sure that they are just as goddamn delusional and lack as much self accountability as you. So that way, when you blame them for your shit, they can blame you for their shit, and then that'll be a match made in heaven. You know, and that way you guys can just be the mirror image of each other, and you guys can make some problematic, fucked up babies together and live happily ever after. But I think the problem is you're trying to institute toxicity into a peaceful motherfucker's life, and that's the problem. That's the problem. If you're a toxic, dysfunctional motherfucker, stop trying to feed off of and bleed the peaceful. You know, if you're a broken motherfucker, stop trying to be a parasite and a leech on somebody that's actually fucking healed or isn't damaged. How about that? I mean, you could also admit that you're damaged too and go get the help you fucking need before you get into a relationship. But I mean, I know people don't want to hear that, you know, because that would mean they would have to accept the fact that they're the problem. So, you know, because I mean, when you're by yourself and shit ain't working out, there's nobody else around to blame. Like, it's just you. It's just you. Like, you ain't happy by yourself, and there's nobody else to blame. And believe it or not, That's why a lot of these people get pissed off. You know, they get pissed off. They want to blame the opposite sex and all of that shit because they're alone. I see niggas in these spaces doing this shit too. They want to blame the opposite sex for that shit. It's like, bro, you alone. You alone. And you an unhappy motherfucker. So who can you really blame for that? Well, it's not my fault, man. It's the women. You know, the women ain't marriage material. Nah, bro, but you're alone right now, and you're an unhappy motherfucker. Okay, same with the women. But these men, these men, they just, you know, they cheat and they lie and they can't lead and they don't know how to talk to me. Man, look, look, but you're alone, and life is still fucked up. So there's no man to blame. So, so I'm not blaming one man. I'm blaming men in general, even though I ain't even got one. Like, miss me with the bullshit. What up, Simon?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, dog?
Yeah, man.
Give us
I've been
something on
listening.
here.
Nah, I've been listening.
And I appreciate that, bro.
You know what I mean? That's right. You know what I'm saying?
What you got to add? I'm just giving some. This is kind of like it's Sunday coffee and chill. We're in the middle of the afternoon, and yeah, we're in the middle of the afternoon, and hey, we're chilling. We're chilling. You know, we're chilling today. What's good though?
Yeah. Well, I get where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to like do this shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to act like women are a problem, man. It's just like that just blows my fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for real. Is this what you're saying? Like, you got a problem with women? God damn. That's the least of your problems. These motherfuckers ain't got shit going on. You know what I mean? And they look, I don't even want to say that shit, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, they out of touch. So,
well, like this, what this woman says right here, right? And I'm gonna spin it back so you can listen to it, because I personally don't like the advice, because I believe that this is advice that if you have to give it, or somebody needs to hear it, it's too late. That's just my take. You know, I think it's just too late. Like, listen.
You gotta learn how to express yourself. A lot of you women don't know how to express yourselves to a man. A lot of y'all are straight up disrespectful. Some of y'all be talking to these men like they're your child. He is your man for a reason. And the reason a lot of y'all don't have a man is because you mistreat him. Y'all always so quick to talk about how a man does, but it's the kind of woman that you are that brings that out of a man. If you want your man to be gentle and kind and soft with you, you need to express that same thing in return. A lot of you women be trying to act like y'all run the household. A man will run from that. A lot of men just want a supporter, peace, okay, happiness. Let that man go do what he do and be in peace so he can come home and love you correctly. Stop being a nag. Stop trying to be all about you. It's not just about you. He had a long day too. Can y'all love on each other? Can it be love, respect, and happiness in the household for once? Just practice doing that, and I promise you, your relationships will last, and they'll go.
Yeah, they'll last because the man.
No, they're not gonna fucking last. That's bullshit ass advice, in my opinion. No, a toxic motherfucker that wants to bring toxicity, and she said disrespect a man and all of that shit. No, there's nothing you can say to those people to help their relationships last. They ain't trying to hear that shit. They toxic, defensive, or dysfunctional motherfuckers. So tell them the truth. If you a toxic, dysfunctional, disrespectful motherfucker, okay, your relationships ain't gonna last. So what you need to do is get you another toxic, dysfunctional, disrespectful motherfucker that likes what you're doing.
You know what I found out? Like, why?
That's how you get a lasting relationship. Get a motherfucker that enjoys being disrespected, cussed out. Go get you a 30-year-old, 35-year-old teenager, you know what I'm saying, who has no fucking money, no goddamn job, no motherfucking career, needs to be told to take a fucking shower, you know, and just has all types of shitty habits, and you can treat him like a child because he kind of is a fucking child, and then your relationship will last because he can't leave you because he has nowhere to fucking go.
That is fucking facts. Oh my God. Thank you.
He has nowhere to fucking go. Like, you know, I mean, he can go back to his mom's house, or he can get another chick to leech off of. You know, I mean, what the fuck?
Lay that shit down. God damn.
No? But don't stop trying to tell fish to climb trees. Trying to tell a toxic, dysfunctional, disrespectful motherfucker to stop being toxic, dysfunctional, and disrespectful is like telling a fish to stop swimming.
Preach, nigga. God damn. That's the shit, man.
Or tell a dog, hey, stop barking. You know? Tell a male dog, hey, don't ever lift your leg to piss again. Come on, nah, man. You know, that's what the fuck. You know, what do you expect a toxic, dysfunctional, disrespectful motherfucker to do? That's what they gonna do.
I'll be back in a minute, bro. I gotta do something.
Yeah. That's just my opinion on that. So I don't like that shit. They're like, oh, but if you change, it's gonna last. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
There's a man that will treat you like a piece of shit. And then there's a man who will treat you like a queen. But you won't know this because you keep giving Devon another chance, being patient with him. Do you think he would be patient with you? No. As soon as you don't meet his needs, as soon as you don't fulfill his desires, he's off to the next person. So I'm gonna need you to do yourself a favor and stop giving him another chance. Stop being patient with him. Because he damn sure won't do the same for you. I already told you, men are selfish. He will not be your placeholder, so why would you ever put yourself in a predicament to be his placeholder? We ain't doing that.
And see, a lot of times that advice will go over some women's heads. Like you know what I'm saying? If a man is treating you like some garbage and you still staying, the man gonna keep on treating you like some garbage. It's simple mathematics. You keep on giving, like she said, Devon a chance because Devon probably lay it down good. He gonna keep on treating like some garbage. I would give women this advice. You gotta hold your ground. If you got standards, hold your ground. Because if you hold your ground, that'll get away with a lot of riffraff. But a lot of times women are desperate because they want a man that they'll go ahead and accept this dude because this dude laid down good. Or he look a certain way. I mean, I'm just being honest. It is what it is.
What coach? I mean, whatever. Look, again, I got some more disagreement right there. Some people are garbage. And even if those people aren't garbage, they still see themselves as garbage. That's why they allow someone else to treat them like garbage. So again, you're trying to tell somebody that doesn't think much of themselves to demand that somebody treat them better than they even fucking treat themselves. Like, first off, you know what I'm saying, if you don't treat yourself well, how the fuck you gonna expect somebody else to treat you well? Like that's how the game go. That's how it go. That's how the game go. So first of all, you know, you treat yourself right, and then people that's gonna treat you like shit won't even fit into your life. But trying to tell people, oh man, just stop, just don't let anybody treat you like shit. Fuck out of here. You don't see you know you don't think you shit. You think you ain't shit. That's why you allow people to treat you like what the fuck you think you are. You don't think you entitled to more than what you got. That's why you getting what you got. That's why you getting what you getting. So again, go see a doctor about that. The fuck? Shit is above my pay grade.
You have trust issues.
Well, obviously niggas be cheating. If that's not clear by now. You know what? A good example right now, if you watch Love Island, You see how the niggas act on there. That's how niggas be in relationships.
Love Island. Love Island. She said if you watch Love Island, a fucking scripted reality show. If you watch a fucking scripted reality show, that's real. Get the fuck out of here.
Told you to have trust issues.
Well, obviously niggas be cheating. If that's not clear by now. You know what? A good example right now, if you watch Love Island, you see how the niggas act on there. That's how niggas be in relationships, and that's how they be in person.
They would be on Love Island. What you mean about the
You
niggas?
know how Casey acts toward Denia. He's been leading her on this whole time. And when he went to Casa Amor, he came in with another bitch.
Easy as shit. Literally after 3 days. What the fuck?
And he left Denia crying because she decided to stay loyal to him. And now she's looking dumb on national TV when she could have chose another nigga. But she has so much faith in her man that he would come back and stay loyal to her. And he just played in her face.
I mean, that's a sad reaction, I would say. But this decision isn't for her. This is for me.
This is the problem with this whole situation. You use a goddamn reality TV show to make your point. This has to be some of the dumbest crap I've ever heard in my life. You know half that stuff is scripted. A lot of that stuff is scripted. It's scripted for low vibrational people like you to believe that all men act like that one dude. All men don't act like that one dude on that show. And see, this is the sad part about it. Women will believe this Love Island crap instead of actually going and talking to real men in real life and finding out that majority of the men don't cheat. Majority of the men don't do the stuff that you see on reality TV. But hey, let me know what you think about the video.
Okay. So we're gonna kind of skip on that. But look, as far as that Love Island, nobody give a fuck about that shit. That's the first thing they say. Oh, niggas be cheating and shit. Man, miss me with that. Women cheat, men cheat, people lie because people fucking lie. Like, that's what the fuck they do. Okay? And one of the reasons why it looks like men cheat more often than women cheat, I'm gonna tell you why. Okay? Because when men cheat, when women cheat, they cheat with niggas. They cheat with men. So men don't be telling motherfuckers, that I'm screwing your girlfriend, I'm screwing your wife, I'm screwing your baby mom. They don't do that shit. Okay? But the problem is, men get busted because they cheating with women. That will gladly run up on a motherfucker's chick and be like, look, I just fucked your man. He was just over here, like on some, this is Keisha. Like we couldn't fuck yet, but I did suck his D the night before last. Type shit. Just call. What the fuck? There ain't no more pagers no more. They'll do that shit. Or they'll just go scorched earth and try to ruin that nigga's fucking life. Like, whatever. Most men ain't gonna do that shit. Nigga screwing somebody's wife. He ain't about to be like, yo, I'm about to ruin her. I'm about to ruin her life and her man's life. Man, fuck out of here. That ain't gonna happen. So that's the difference. Men cheat and women cheat, but the difference is women are cheating with men. So there's a little more discretion involved, and men are cheating with women, and they don't give a fuck. They're like, yo, fuck it. We just gonna, hey, fuck it, hey, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck your kids. Fuck your life, nigga. This is your fault. All that shit. Whatever. We got another one right here.
That really pisses me off about being a girl. I go to check my damn tire pressure because I'm feeling a little wobbly on the road. I've never had to check tire pressure sign on my car. So I fill up the air, right? Put air in my tire. Everything's cool, everything's fine. I get in the car, it says check tire pressure. Bitch, I just put air in you. Because I had a feeling I needed to check it. And now it's saying check it. And I don't know how to check it and I don't know what to do. So we just been sitting here waiting on the man or somebody to come outside. Like, my dad is in Dominican Republic. He's not answering the phone. My mom is fucking useless. I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm about to cry.
Yeah, go ahead and cry. That'll help with the fucking tire pressure in your fucking car. Just cry. Maybe that'll fix things. Listen to this shit. I'm gonna spin that back. She said my dad is in the Dominican Republic and my mom is useless and I have the tire pressure in my fucking car is low. Like, oh my god. Is it really that bad out there? Like, y'all gotta explain that shit to me, man. Is it really that fucking bad?
And this is the part that really pisses me off about being a girl. I go to check my damn tire pressure because I'm feeling a little wobbly on the road. I've never had to check tire pressure sign on my car. So I fill up the air, right? Putting air in my tire. Everything's cool, everything's fine. I get in the car, it says check tire pressure. Bitch, I just put air in you. Because I had a feeling I needed to check it. And now it's saying check it. And I don't know how to check it and I don't know what to do. So we just been sitting here waiting on the man or somebody to come outside. Like, my dad is in Dominican Republic. He's not answering the phone. My mom is fucking useless. I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm about to cry. Because I don't know how to check my tire pressure. And I don't have no help. I don't have nobody to call. I'm not gonna cry. I look great.
Wow. Do y'all feel bad? Cause I'm kind of torn in this one. Like, I'm kind of torn. No. Because believe it or not, at first I did feel kind of bad because she looked extremely young. You know what I'm saying? She looked like she's probably about maybe 19, 20 years old or something. You know, so she don't have a man. I can understand. You know, she looked young. But as soon as she said, I look great. Like, she thinks that shit's like way more important right now than the fucking tire pressure. So look, ladies, if you want to sit in the clouds or check the replay, I'm gonna tell you, right? Okay, if your car doesn't tell you, because most modern day vehicles will tell you what the tire pressure is supposed to be in your car, in your tires. It tells you that shit when it tells you that the pressure is low. It tells you what it should be, and then it tells you where it is. That's one thing. But if your car is a little old school or whatever, more than likely it has the exact tire pressure or PSI on the tire. Okay, where it's ideal and where it should go. Now, she is right next to the air machine. Okay, she is right next to the air machine. So, depending on the type of air machine that she's using, it's either number one, going to have a digital gauge, okay, a digital gauge that tells her exactly what the tire pressure is when she puts it, you know what I'm saying, when she puts the air hose, you know what I'm saying, onto the nozzle. All right, it'll tell her, and that's it. Other ones, if it's digital, you can just preset it right to the same tire pressure that your car tells you that it should be. Now, if you got an old school vehicle, which I don't know, you know, depending on the make and model or whatever, you just take your ass right into the goddamn gas station that you're at right now and get you a fucking tire gauge. It probably costs you about $1.99. Okay? You put it right into the tire nozzle, all right, and just let the air squirt. You know what I'm saying? Just let the air blow right into the tire gauge, and it'll tell you what the pressure is. The little spring, the gauge is just gonna pop out, and it's gonna tell you where it is. Okay. So, you know, but more than likely, yeah, most pumps have it built in. That's what I'm saying. Most pumps have it built in where it's just digital. You preset it. You know what I'm saying? You preset it and it won't let you go above yeah, won't let you go above, you know what I'm saying, the 31 or 33 or 35 psi. You know, it won't even let you go above that. But every tire is going to have the necessary psi on the tire. Like it's going to say it on the tire. Okay? So just go in there, pay the $1.99 for a tire gauge. It costs you $2. You know, if you don't have that, okay, and you put air in the fucking tire until the number on the tire gauge matches the number on the tire. Because if you go to Tire Kingdom or Tires Plus or some shit, they about to charge you $1,000 for a new set of tires. Yeah, they gonna do that. Poor thing. We're gonna spin that back one more time because this is like I said, I felt bad until she said, but I look cute.
That really pisses me off about being a girl. I go to check my damn tire pressure because I'm feeling a little wobbly on the road. I've never had to check tire pressure sign on my car. So I fill up the air, right? Put air in my tire. Everything's cool, everything's fine. I get in the car, it says check tire pressure. Bitch, I just put air in you. Because I had a feeling I needed to check it. And I was saying check it. And I don't know how to check it and I don't know what to do. So we just been sitting here waiting on a man or somebody to come outside. Like my dad is in Dominican Republic. He's not answering the phone. My mom is fucking useless. I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm about to cry. Because I don't know how to check my pressure. And I don't have no help. I don't have nobody to call. I'm not gonna cry. I look great. I look beautiful. I'm over here squatting over in a dress, putting air in my tire. I should just become a stud. Like, at this fucking point. Like, I didn't fix the rim. I didn't put air in the tire. I didn't pop this hood a couple times. Like, I'm really a fucking, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm literally just, I don't know what to do right now. I'm done.
Aw. Yeah, or she called her mother useless, dog. Yeah. Well, it's only because her mother actually is useless, more than likely. It's a shame. It's a shame. She said, man, maybe I should just become a stud. That's a shame too. That she's like, yo, fuck it, man. She's like, fuck it, man. Just over this tire pressure issue. You know what I'm saying? Shorty is ready to start muff diving. Poor thing. Poor baby. You know? Poor baby. Damn. Poor thing.
And this is the part that really pisses me off about being a girl. I go to check my damn...
This is not about being a girl. This is about driving a fucking car and you don't even know how to check the goddamn tire pressure or just go to a gas station with a digital fucking gauge. I always recommend you go to the goddamn Wawa, right? You know, like, I don't know if she don't have a Wawa in her city. It's a shame if you don't. Wawa is the best place for shit like that, and I'm gonna explain why. Number one, the air is free. Like, the shit free. Right. Number two, it's got a digital gauge, and you just preset it. You just preset it, and it's done. It's done, data. You know, that shit will beep, and it'll stop blowing. You know, once you hit the limit. You know, pretty simple. You know, but here, let's go to this next video, and then I'm gonna probably get out of here because it's getting a little late today. You know, shout out to you know what I'm saying, Jada Reactor, you know what I'm saying, for this video right here. Now, this is something from another show. Now, oof, this reaction is wild. If you want to hear some delusional shit, listen to this. Now, I could have just, you know, clipped it and found it with like no commentary, but I didn't feel like going through that whole 2 hour long video.
Some stuff to ask y'all, but let them know a little bit about yourself if they've been on a rock.
I'm basically a cheater, liar, manipulator.
Damn. Trip shit. The world would be a better place if niggas was this transparent. Continue.
But not this evil though.
Not this evil.
Yeah, I take it all the way.
Evil?
Y'all made me this way.
How?
Women made
How
us.
niggas stand up? What bitch?
Why they make you? Why they make you this way? What's wrong with women today, man?
You gave them an opinion.
Gave them an opinion.
Didn't nobody
Men are
be
such woman haters. Like
I'm not a woman hater.
We fight on this show?
Yes.
I ain't got no insurance.
Look, you better get your motherfucking boy. Matter of fact, we not to get on this episode because you got me fucked up.
It don't make me no different.
Who hurt you? They think who hurt you. Talk
Somebody
to
hurt me because I was never a good nigga. I was never innocent enough to be hurt and be heartbroken because I didn't already tit before my attacking came.
So why you blaming women?
Because y'all the opposite. It's only us and y'all. I ain't about to blame myself.
Take accountability.
Which is where I would have to disagree. He said, I'm not about to blame myself. Now, I think the dude is on some comedic shit. I don't think he's honest, like he's being honest. Like, hey, you can always blame a woman for what she's done, but you can't blame her for what you've done. So at some point, you got to take accountability for your own decisions. You know what I'm saying? If you chose a woman that's opinionated and tells you that you ain't shit, that is a product of your own fucking choices. You didn't choose a woman that inspires you, motivates you, works with you, understands you, and all of that other stuff. You just chose a chick that belittles you and tells you that you ain't shit. That's I mean, again, you gonna blame a fish for swimming? No, you're not gonna blame a fish for swimming. No. At some point, you gotta take accountability for your choices.
I did. I went in the mirror and said, I'm the problem. That's self-accountability, though.
Give it up for toxicity.
I ain't gonna lie, man. He said it, man. Self-accountability. That's something that a lot of women can't do, man. They can't do that, man.
So, like, you think, like...
Yeah, but he also just said he can't do it. He said he ain't taking no self-accountability. Fuck that. It's somebody else's fault. That's why I said I think the dude's on some comedic shit, but I feel him. It's like it sounds stupid when I refuse to be accountable for my own choices and decisions. Sounds dumb as fuck, don't it? So I think there's a hint of cynicism or sarcasm there, and that's why I like this review right here. Because he's like, straight up, like, fuck that, fuck out of here. Yeah, that's self-accountability. Fuck that. Sounds stupid, don't it? Yeah. Sounds real stupid. Imagine how stupid it seems when you refuse to do it. If it's stupid when I do it, why isn't it stupid when you do it?
I ain't gonna lie, man. He said it, man.
I did. I went in the mirror and said, I'm the problem. That's self-accountability, though.
Give it up for toxicity.
I ain't gonna lie, man. He said it, man. Self-accountability. That's something that a lot of women can't do, man. They can't do that, man.
So, like, you think, like, women, so you say you're a cheater. What makes you a cheater?
I don't call it cheating for real. I call it self-satisfaction. I like making myself happy.
Ain't no Ain't no no point.
I call it self-satisfaction. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm with a girl, but I see another girl that I like, but I don't want my girl to find out, and I'm not allowed to do that, I'm going to do it.
So why don't you just be single?
Boom.
I don't want to lose my girl.
So can she fuck with other niggas?
She won't be fucking with me.
Oh, well. Girl, go fuck with another nigga, please.
That's not
like an easy decision.
That's not ladylike.
Y'all are the ladies. We're men.
No.
Why do y'all want to be men so bad?
We don't want to be men.
You always first person.
Nah, man. You got women out there who do want to be like men. They want the same type of things that men want. You know what I'm saying? The difference is women are treated different from men and men are treated different from women. So the standards are going to always be different.
Thing you said was, can she go fuck with other niggas?
Because look what he just said.
Listen, a girl loses value the more niggas she has.
To who?
To
a
men.
Nigga. It don't matter.
Well, who else you gonna do it?
Who run the world?
Men.
What? That ain't what Beyonce said, bro.
Fellas.
She said that ain't what Beyonce said. I'm like, give a fuck about no goddamn Beyonce. Like, for real. Like y'all listen to Beyonce and shit. Beyonce don't even live by the shit she fucking say. But it's all good. Hey, whatever. I think that's one of those 48 laws of power or whatever. Sometimes you got to play the fool that thinks they fooling you. So hey, you run the world. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You run the world. You got me. You're in charge here. Yeah, cool. You're in charge. It's your world.
You let all them niggas fuck.
You ran through.
They ran
Bitch,
through
you ain't nothing. You ran through, hoe.
It's accepted in our culture.
That's what women do to each
It's
other.
not accepted in your culture.
Exactly. So basically what he's saying is, you gonna clap it up for this girl who got all these niggas until you get into it with her and say, oh, she ran through. You got too many niggas. All you do is fuck niggas and
Exactly. They don't understand that. Like, it's all good when y'all cool, but as soon as they get into it with another chick, the roles will be reversed. They be like, man, you done been ran through by all them niggas. Them niggas that did the nigga then did that. Because women stick together until the sisterhood is broken.
That don't make
what?
Hey, they get on my case about it, but it kind of is what it is. Yeah. But I'll go a step further. Everything be all cool when it come to that sexual liberation and shit and freedom and all that other shit until that chick you've been caping for fucks your nigga. Just keep it real. Soon as she fuck your nigga or a nigga who you liked, now all of a sudden she a hoe. She done been ran through, and you know what I'm saying, she ain't shit and all that other shit. It is what it is. I personally don't give a fuck. Knock yourself out.
But my thing is,
Where's that accountability?
Wait a minute. You can deal with multiple men and not fuck multiple men. First of all, like myself, I have a rotation of approximately 4 men, 4 young men of God at that.
That don't make it better.
And that being said, like I might have sexual relations with 1 or 1.5 at a time. By a half, I mean,
how can you have sexual relations with a half?
I think she's talking about oral. Yeah, I think she's talking about the fellatio. You know what I'm saying? The dome piece. The FaceTime. The lip service, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, I think that's what she means by half.
Unless you split. I don't know, man. Let's see what you guys say, man.
like I might fuck every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But I have like my main.
But then, hey, she was specific. She said, "Nah, hey, when I say half, I mean like I might fuck every now and then." Damn.
So the other two not fucking.
The other two not fucking, but we talk every day. They still there for me. All that shit. But it's like 4 main people in my life that are in my life on a daily basis.
So you don't like alpha men?
Alpha, Omega, I don't give a damn about that.
What alpha man is gonna talk to a girl that don't have sexual relations? Well, who's gonna? This is your.
Well, first of all, and this is why, dudes are better off having these conversations with women rather than other dudes. Because look, I'm gonna check you on that. As far as the whole alpha man thing, ain't but like less than fucking 12% of men on Earth alpha men anyway. Most men would fall into the category of a sigma male. They're not even going to be that alpha shit. And for the most part, most alpha men, they're not gonna have a woman. They're either gonna have multiple women or just no one woman. Like, it just kind of is what the fuck it is, because they don't have time for that shit. They are the alpha, the omega when it comes to all of that shit. That's why it's rare. You know what I'm saying? Alpha is a rarity. It just is. Most men are gonna fall into the sigma and or the beta category. And a lot of people would say that whole class system and shit is a fucking myth anyway. They would say that shit.
Hey, brother.
You know what? No. You know what? I had this conversation just yesterday with one of said men. And I was like, I noticed that I am attracted to very good men.
And
my niggas ain't shit like that. They're goody two shoes. They're most of them are on their spiritual journey to where they are not even trying to have sex right now.
Oh Lord, that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. You're a manipulator. Women, you're a manipulator. Like you got these dudes who are freaking simps, man, with you. A real dude ain't gonna deal with that. Once I find out that you are dealing with multiple dudes and I'm only one of four, I'm out of there. I don't care how you can look like Beyonce, Nia Long, you can look like any of these chicks. I'm not gonna be the one. See, she deal with them simp ass niggas that's gonna deal with that shit. I ain't dealing with it, Joe.
You see what I'm saying? I am attracted to very good men. I'll tell you that now. This scumbag motherfucker right here just won't do. Next question.
I got good. So you're attracted to very good men, but you got 4 of them. So do the very good man know you got 3 other niggas?
Of course.
So how is he a good man then?
That's the even better man. What are we talking about?
That's not a good
man, because if you can't deal with one man at a time, then what makes him good? You can't sit yourself to commit to one man. You got a rotation of men. So basically each man must fit a certain narrative that you want in a man.
Good man.
Well, I mean, you got to kind of let the woman explain. I actually understand what she's saying. But she didn't say it very well. I don't think she means good men, because I understand what dudes are saying too. Nah, they're not good men. Who the fuck want to share their goddamn woman, man? That's like sharing your drawers. Like, you don't want to fucking do that shit. But she means good men for her. She ain't trying to be tied down to one nigga. Whatever. So, hey, these motherfuckers might not be good men, but they good for me.
I thought women want providers, somebody to come in the house. I thought all that. He can't be a provider knowing his girl got 3 other niggas. How could he? Can't.
Look, my tire blew out on the way here, honey. Guess who got it towed?
Who?
My nigga.
The nigga that you don't have sex with?
Not right now, no.
Hey, Hitman.
I mean, that's a shame right there that you had a blowout. You had a tire blowout and you had to get the fucking car towed. Like, what the fuck? Nobody else know. Like, what the fuck? You blew out one tire and you had to get the car towed. You don't have a spare? Like, I've had that happen before where I've had to get a car towed over a blowout, but that's only because like a lug nut or some shit was stripped or some shit like that. But usually if you got, AAA or some shit like that, you call some type of roadside help or assistance, they can usually get a stripped lug nut off. That can happen, but I mean, that's just rare. The only reason why that shit happened, I ain't had no AAA. I ain't had no roadside.
Good men of them is men that seek validation on their manhood from them.
Where else would you get validation from another nigga?
On your manhood?
Yeah.
You won't get that from a female.
So you're gonna get it from another man?
Yes.
And that sound fine to you? That sound good?
That's normal.
Okay, cool. It's a lot of things that are normalized.
That's normal. Right. Nah, that's what you just said. A woman having 4 men in a rotation. You just try to normalize it. That's not normal. I ain't say shit
about rotation, first of all. And second of all, I don't have to prove a motherfucking thing to you because you ain't one of them.
I wouldn't be.
I don't need you to be.
You know what I'm saying?
Women's so confusing though.
Hey, I think she likes him. She begging for this man to start arguing with her. You know what I'm saying? She all up in his grill like, you ain't one of them. Oh boy, hit that shit tonight, man. Listen to that shit.
Yes.
And that sound fine to you? That sound good?
That's normal.
Okay, cool. It's a lot of things that are normalized.
That's normal. Right. Nah, that's what you just said. A woman having 4 men in a rotation. You just try to normalize it. That's not normal.
Shit about rotation, first of all. And second of all, I don't have to prove a motherfucking thing to you because you ain't one of them.
I wouldn't be.
I don't need you to be.
You know what I'm saying?
Women's so confusing though.
This is the thing though. You got 4 men all with you. That's not a rotation. That is a rotation. when you talk to each and every single man every day, that is what you call a rotation. See, women like.
Look, I had this conversation on Is the other day. I think people confuse rotational dating for a rotation, Trinity, and you know, oof, it's deep. Just having niggas or having chicks in your rotation is not rotational dating because there's no purpose involved. You know, you just have people that fucking tow your car, you know what I'm saying, dome you up, whatever, maybe cook for you, you know what I'm saying, come through, clean your house, listen to your problems, whatever the fucking case may be. But there's really like no end game and goal. There's no goal of a long-term relationship, you know what I'm saying? There's no goal. Everything is pretty, you know, just hey, you know, just very day to day. Everything is day to day. Everything's per diem. You know, so because of that, you know, the shit just keep rotating. Shit just keep rotating, and it's a never-ending cycle. So, you know, people confuse you know, as soon as you mention the term rotational dating, people assume that, you know what I'm saying, it's just a rotation, it's a carousel. Now that's not really healthy. It's not really healthy. But
this, man, this is why, man, people don't need to get on podcasts, yo.
Cause like I said, I thought y'all wanted.
Maybe I will
Alpha
take
man.
a glass of wine at this point.
Glass of wine.
With him.
Yeah,
Y'all knew he was gonna fight?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's set.
We just knew. I just know.
Boy, Hitman Holla, and this episode is sponsored. Man, tell him Hitman.
So let me change. I'm fucking with you. But the problem is, most niggas don't come in like that. They come in like a thief in the motherfucking night.
Oh, I still do.
Right?
I was just letting the podcast know. I just do that.
How you go? What you do?
I play nice guy.
You play nice
The
guy
guy she
because
was
some women don't like the truth. So you got to put on the nice guy act because you act. When you say what you say, they gon'
Exactly. But
So you saying you come in with a facade and you change that shit up and be real?
I come
When-
on, before I do a crime, we're gonna put your mask on, right?
Fucking with you. But the problem is, most niggas don't come in like that. They come in like a thief in the motherfucking night.
Oh, I still do.
Right? Right?
I was just letting the podcast know. I just do that.
How you go?
I ain't gonna lie, but Hitman Holla he's saying the stuff that Hitman Holla want to say, but he can't say it because his girl's in right there. That's why he laughing. That's why Hitman Holla laughing, because I guarantee he probably thinking the same shit in his head what he thinking.
What you do?
I play nice guy.
You play nice
The
guy
guy she
because
was
some women don't like the truth. So you got to put on the nice guy act because you act. When you say what you say, they gon'
Exactly. But
So you saying you come in with a facade and you change that shit up and be real?
I come
When-
on, before I do a crime, we're gonna put your mask on, right?
That's true.
So let me change this shit up. Let me put the remix on. Let me put the remix on. So
That's hilarious.
He is actually the epitome of you should have chose better. See, men in society will say, hey, you should have chose better as a woman once we start complaining about what a nigga doing. A whole time, this nigga done came in like Casanova. Whole time, this nigga. You see what I'm saying? How are you supposed to choose better?
What's up, Trinity? Now, I like the way she used the comparison to Casanova, right? Now, if y'all know the story of Casanova was just going to random chicks, you know, quarters, not random chicks, but the ones, you know what I'm saying, within the castle walls and shit, and just, you know what I'm saying, hey, Casanova was banging 3, 4, 5 of them a night. Like, that's it. You know? Casanova wasn't full of shit. Casanova was honest about that shit, man. Like, they knew what was up. All those women that were fucking with Casanova knew damn well he wasn't their man. It was just their turn. They know he was just in the other chick's room right before he got to yours, and he's about to go to the next chick's room when he's done with you. You know? So Casanova kept it real. Now, my knowledge of the story is, of course, when he was in that room, he made them women feel like they was the only one in the world that mattered, because I guess they were, because he was only in their room. But for the most part, Casanova didn't give a fuck. Casanova was just a fuck toy to all of them damn chicks. That's it, and he knew that.
If a man does not come to you truthfully, is what I'm saying.
Reading between the lines.
No, that ain't no fucking reading between the lines. Nigga, ain't no.
What's between the lines? What's between the lines?
The signs be there.
So what's the signs?
I can't tell you because I'm gonna get caught.
Are you fucking with somebody right now?
Yeah, she know.
That's true. Like, you can't tell. See, the thing is, women want to find out what a man thinking, but then if a man tell you what he thinking, then you gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Some secrets don't need to be told. Some things need to be found out. But hey, let's continue.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I hope she.
I love myself.
If she is cheating back,
what cheating back gonna do though, Simmons?
I don't know. Just make her feel.
What's the first down? What's the first down to a nigga up 40?
So if she cheating back, she got a first down. You already up 40.
I already won the game.
I hope she up 41.
You know what?
That's your.
I like that. Trinity said, she's saying all that like they care. He just acknowledged stealing your cat was a planned robbery. Now who you gonna call? Gut Busters. Damn. I like that one.
That's the winning problem.
Oh,
Cinnamon.
well,
I'm glad. Cinnamon,
he a serial cheater.
Cinnamon, y'all would never win. Y'all would never win that game.
Right.
You fucking 8 niggas because I cheated is gonna make you feel good. I'm gonna ask you a real question. If you caught me cheating, you fucking 8 niggas, is that gonna make you feel good about yourself?
Girl, I hope you fucking 10.
You know what that creates, right?
What they create?
A whore.
Thank you.
Exactly. They don't want to hear that though. They don't want to hear that word though.
That's crazy.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to tell women.
But
Women
y'all are whores, men.
Yeah,
that's cool. We love whores.
Y'all double standard.
So when I create a whore, I didn't help my team out. If my girl become a whore, and she go to say, yo, man, just because I don't like this nigga, I'm about to go fuck him. I just got you a bitch.
Now, that's actually why I'm reviewing this video, that line right there. I thought it was pretty goddamn funny. That nigga said, I just helped my team out. You know? That is hilarious.
Don't get quiet now. Don't get quiet now.
I don't argue back
Listen,
with
though.
bullshit.
No, listen. What he just said, Cinnamon just said, I hope you fuck 10 niggas. And I just asked her, if you caught me cheating, fucking 10 niggas make you happy. She said, yeah. So what
6 of them are here.
Yeah, so yeah, what he's saying is, you gonna go to a nigga, which potentially could be my friend or somebody that's a fan of me, fuck him, who ain't do half the
No,
work.
she gonna go to the one that got way more money.
Why do you think men
I'm gonna fuck up for sure.
No, for real.
Why you think-
Not me.
I'm not gonna
saying me.
Now listen to what she said. Okay? She said if I fuck, I'ma fuck up for sure. Like, in other words, she believes when she says she gonna find a dude with some more money, and she says, yeah, I'ma fuck up for sure. I think, hey, I guess we all got different definitions of fucking up. Oh, yo, so hey, Trinity, hey, that's the new definition for fucking up. Oh, hey, I just fucked a nigga with more money. I fucked up. Come on, man. Come on. The shit that comes out of people's mouths. Women spin that back. She said, I'm gonna fuck up for sure.
Potentially could be my friend or somebody that's a fan of me. Fuck him, who ain't do half
No,
the
she
work.
gonna go to the one that got way more money.
Why do you think men?
I'm gonna fuck up for sure.
No, for real.
Why you think?
Not me.
I'm not gonna
I'm not
fuck up.
saying
That
you
you
gotta say not
laugh
me
at,
between
or you be
It don't matter if you go to a man with more money, you go to a broke nigga. You still doing the same thing. You still violating. Doesn't matter if the dude got money or if he don't. You know what I'm saying? Half the time, women will go ahead and cheat him with a dude that ain't got nothing. And they're like, why you cheat on me with this nigga? I'm like, damn, you gonna cheat on me with somebody that's got higher status than me. I'm like, damn, well, at least she gonna cheat, then she gonna cheat with somebody that is, I'm right here, he up here. Don't cheat with nobody that's down here. Oh, I look at you weird after that shit.
Like, oh, I'm a fucking nigga, a nigga that's gonna make you cry.
Why do you think that, though?
Because he gonna be better than you in every way possible.
Why do y'all think that?
I wouldn't even get with the nigga that I think that I couldn't do no better than. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't even get with that nigga because then you done pulled my card from day one. No, I'm gonna get with a nigga right below what I know I can get. So when it's time to cheat, guess what, nigga? I'm about to break your soul because I'm gonna cheat the fuck up.
How do you think money make that man better?
I didn't say shit about money. I said better in every way.
How? What's better in every way?
Better nigga.
Why you ain't with him in the first place then?
Because I just told you why. No, because he gonna pull my card first date. Hell no. I can't cheat up if I get with the best nigga. That's stupid.
Hitman.
Oh my God, Joe.
She said, I can't cheat up if I got with the best nigga to begin with. So I choose an ain't shit nigga to begin with. So when I cheat on him, it's cheating up. Oh my God. Hey, you got me. You got me. You got me. You win. I love it. I love it. But hey, she broke it down. She broke it down. And this shit makes all the sense in the world to her. Bless her heart.
So when it's time to cheat, guess what, nigga? I'm about to break.
Why you think that?
Better than you every way.
Why do y'all think that?
I wouldn't even get with the nigga that I think that I couldn't do no better than. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't even get with that nigga because then you done pulled my card from day one. No, I'm gonna get with a nigga right below what I know I can get. So when it's time to cheat, guess what, nigga? I'm about to break your soul because I'm gonna cheat the fuck up.
How do you think money make that man better?
I didn't say shit about money. I said better in every way.
How? What's better in every way?
Better nigga.
Why you ain't with him in the first place then?
Because I just told you why. No, because he gonna pull my card first date. Hell no. I can't cheat up if I get with the best nigga. That's stupid.
Hitman.
Oh my God, Joe. This chick is a walking contradiction, man. Walking contradiction. You got the 4-man rotation. He say I ain't gonna cheat on him with him because he gonna pull my card. All these things, man. She's the definition of a woman that fellas you need to stay far away from, man. I don't care how thick she is. I don't care how beautiful she is. Women like this are a walking red flag.
I can make my own money. I'm not worried about the motherfucking money, honey.
He hit. We don't be caring, bro.
That's the
love be gone, but they get our lust mixed up with love and think we still care.
Oh my goodness, he is breaking this shit down. I want y'all to listen.
So by the time you cheat on me, my love for you was gone. Your love for me still there, trying to make me mad. But the whole time you just making my lust mad.
Oh my God.
Facts.
You're not listening.
No, I'm listening. That's just not how I flow. By the time I cheat, I don't want your ass no more. No way.
So we don't care.
Cool. We neither one.
I mean, you go ahead, just go your way. He go his way. You go your way. He go his way.
None of us care. Sound like a truce to me.
So how the nigga gonna make me cry if I don't care? You gonna make my lust hurt?
And that's only hurting yourself.
I'm gonna get my leak back. What it make you feel in your heart or not? Go ahead, shit, do me after that. I done got my motherfucking lick back. I don't give a fuck how you feel about
I might clap for you.
Cool. I deserve a round of applause. What's next?
Good job. Finally did something.
He don't even care. He like, yo, yeah, something right. You cheated on me. Hey, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? You got some guys who think like that. You got some guys who will crash out when they girl cheat though. But I tell women this: the dudes you need to worry about those the ones who don't care. If he don't care, then the ones you need to worry about.
I want to laugh too.
No,
oh my
listen, I just want y'all to hear it. Women just bark on us, but we just want y'all to know, hurting us like that ain't gonna, don't hurt us like that. Go get a better family, man. Go get a better family, man. Go get a man who love you and not gonna go get that man that y'all be talking about all these purposes. Why you gonna get another nigga who fuck just as many hoes as him? Like, what?
First of all, wow.
But Trinity, she's loud. You know, that's it. She's loud. So, you know, all you gotta do is be loud with your opinions, and then all of a sudden they make sense. I don't know.
Why you down in my next nigga? You don't know shit about us.
No. You just said you're gonna go get a better nigga.
Yeah.
A better nigga is a nigga that's a 1% man.
Cool.
6'2", dark skin,
I didn't
quarter
say shit
million.
about looks.
But
I
I'm
didn't
just
say
telling
shit
you,
about money.
whatever man you gonna go get,
Okay.
got more of you. Yes or no?
Hold on, what?
Any man that you're gonna get got more of you. I mean, it's another G, it's another body, it's another. Am I lying?
I don't know what you mean by more of me.
Okay, more baddies somewhere lurking.
No, it'll never be another G. They broke the motherfucking mold. Give it up for one time only. Fuck. Don't be afraid to clap. Don't be afraid at all. Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do.
Said by 1,000 of them.
So
1,000 of who?
Leave me alone.
There's been so many.
That's the thing though, man. She think that it's a one. This dude that she was dealing with a one-on-one. Come on, man. Come on. If he was a one-on-one, you still be with him. A lot of times women think, my ex was the best one I've ever had. Why you not with him no more? You constantly talking about him. You constantly bringing him up. Why you not with him no more?
Women have been the only. Nobody's better than that one.
And I ain't even talking
We
about
always end up
bad.
finding a bad one.
I'm not talking about bad or provider or good nigga, none of that. I'm not talking about, like, when people say baddie, most people are thinking about the aesthetic. When most people say good nigga provider, they're talking about money. I'm talking about the intangible.
Yeah.
That's what makes a good anybody, because at the end of the day, looks are gonna fade. Your money might be kind of motherfucking funny.
Yeah.
So those things that in society make you him or her. Ooh, hello.
So G.
What?
So the things
You
that
gonna
make
fuck
him
up my train of
intangible,
thought. Go.
things that make him you don't think another woman want him from that same stuff? And it's more y'all on earth than us. So it's 8-1. So what you gonna do when it's 4 other?
I don't give me that
I
8-1
bet,
bullshit.
I bet.
It's 7 real regular bitches to 1 bad bitch. Ain't no 8-1 my ass. Them other 7 bitches, you're not.
But see, the man ain't gonna want the bad chick. He'll take a regular chick over the bad chick any day. It's up to the man who he wants. You could be the baddest chick on earth, but if you got an attitude like you have right now, he ain't gonna want you. He'd rather take.
Hey, don't tell him. Hey, look. Can you fry up some chicken? Okay? Like, for real. Can you make my motherfucking oxtails with that thick ass gravy? Real shit. What's up with my steamed cabbage? All of that. One thing that you cannot be doing. Okay? I'm gonna tell you this. Right? Y'all about to see this shit. One thing that you cannot be doing. You bring this shit up. No. Damn, I could have sworn I had. Give me a second here. I gotta show you this shit. This is fucking crazy. Yeah, hey. Bought the chicken. Hey, mahogany. Like if your macaroni and cheese come out like this, like what the fuck y'all about to see on here, man, look. Nah, you got to go. Look at this shit. If your motherfucking macaroni and cheese come out looking like this shit, like you see this nasty shit, I don't give a fuck how bad you are. Okay? Yesterday was your last day. Okay? If you ever try to feed me some shit that looks like this, I don't give a damn how big your booty is. I don't care how cute your face is. Hell nah. Okay? Hell nah. Fuck nah. Absolutely MFing not. Look at this shit. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Like, yeah. It is truly fucking disgusting. Like, truly goddamn disgusting. I don't know what the fuck that shit is, but it's nasty. Yes, it is nasty. Nasty fucking shit. Look. Look at that shit. Nah. Nah. No? So real shit. As a grown ass man, you tend to appreciate the little things. So all that baddie shit, nah, man. Nah. Fuck that. Okay? Like, if I need the strongest stomach God has ever created to eat your motherfucking macaroni and cheese, what the fuck is that? Like, Trinity, I don't even know where the fucking noodles at. Like, I don't know where the noodles are. I don't know what the dark black shit is in there. Look at this shit. What the fuck is that? That is macaroni and cheese. What the fuck? Like, that shit look like the goddamn Clayface trailer and shit. Like, for real. Just disgusting. Just nasty. Look like a fucking Batman villain. Ill. Yeah, hey, this is macaroni and cheese. Allegedly, apparently. Ill. You know? Ill, mahogany. Ill. Look at this shit. This is what that shit look like. fucking Batman villain and shit. And she over here smiling like you actually about to serve that shit to a nigga. That is the quickest way to lose your nigga. And this would be the same chick to be on the end. These niggas ain't shit. They'll just leave you. You damn right. You tried to kill that man. Like what the fuck? Mm-hmm. You tried to unalive that man with a meal. Like you damn right. He's leaving. You lost him. He's gone. He's gone. And your kid's probably gonna run away from home too. Just saying.
Good nigga provider. They're talking about money. I'm talking about the intangible.
Yeah.
That's what makes a good anybody, because at the end of the day, looks are gonna fade. Your money might be kind of motherfucking funny.
Yeah.
So those things that in society make you him or her. Ooh, hello.
So G. So the things that make him
my train of thought. Go.
Things that make him in. You don't think another woman want him from that same stuff? And it's more y'all on earth than us. So it's 8-1. So what you gonna do when it's 4 other?
I don't give me that 8-1 bullshit.
I bet.
It's 7 real regular bitches to 1 bad bitch. Ain't no 8-1 my ass. Them other 7 bitches, you're not.
But see, the man ain't gonna want the bad chick. He'll take a regular chick over the bad chick any day. It's up to the man who he wants. You could be the baddest chick on earth, but if you got an attitude like you have right now, he ain't gonna want you. He'd rather take the chick that's a 5 who's going to be on his program than a 9 that's gonna act like an asshole.
Why they not bad? You just said looks don't make them mad. So why? Hello?
Looks, but you also got again the intangible. How the
woman?
How
Does
the
she
young
cook?
woman of God?
Does she
takes-
clean?
No, I'm not talking about no maid or custodial store service.
Maid.
Yeah, a certain bitch is gonna make you come alive. A certain bitch is going to inspire you to be better than which you came in.
So it's only one.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
God heard that
I
message.
must be talking some real shit.
God knows some bullshit.
Activate you. You're not gonna find that shit 8 motherfucking times.
Why
You see what I'm saying? You might be lucky to find that 1 out of those 8
Got a
times.
question for you, G.
You been with Cinnamon all this motherfucking time. You been with her for a motherfucking reason, correct? She
Correct.
got some shit that you can't just replace.
Correct.
Oh, okay, cool.
That work 2 ways, then, right?
Okay, cool.
So is it more good woman or good man on earth?
Well, statistically, you said that it's more hoes, correct? I think that women look for a certain thing and they are open to a certain thing. So I would say, honestly, they're better women. Because again,
Oh, get on out of here, man. Get on out of here, man. You gotta be kidding me, man. Like, shorty is, I mean, this is the definition of a modern woman that's delusional, man. This chick is delusional, man. She, if you had delusion in the dictionary and it had a picture, her mugshot would be sitting right there. Yes. Her mugshot will be sitting right there. Look at her face. Her mugshot will be right there.
they're looking for a certain thing.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's not wrong, but at the same time, niggas is still going. Let's not bullshit like niggas ain't still going. She can be popping all that shit, loud, dumb as a box of rocks, and niggas is still going. Okay? Because she's still kind of cute. You know? Still kind of cute. You know? So, whatever. But, eventually, you know, a nigga will realize that the most annoying sound on earth is coming out of her mouth, and it won't stop, and he's going to go away.
Niggas just be doing nigga shit.
They're
You see what
better.
I'm saying?
They're better women.
I believe so.
Women don't-
I believe that there are more better women,
Women
because
don't
at the
even
end of the day,
like. Y'all don't even like yourselves. Women hate women.
Don't even like each other. Exactly.
Women like.
I hate everybody. You can't use me as an example at all.
He's right though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even like each other, and that's cool. And shout out to Mahogany. I was watching you stream the other day again, and I think the world would be a better place if, especially a lot of these women on the internet, would just admit that shit. Just keep it real. Like, y'all don't like each other. Like, y'all don't like each other. You know, for the most part. I know y'all want to work together, and you know what I'm saying. Girls rock, girl power, and all that shit. Yeah, black girl magic and shit. But at the end of the day, y'all don't like each other. Y'all like, we can remove all the niggas, and y'all will still fight. You know, at some point, y'all will fight. You know, y'all will fight. Yeah. You know.
We got good. He was a good man once upon a time.
He said he never
He
was.
said he never
He literally
was.
said that.
He never was.
I thought you.
And y'all truly believed him. Y'all truly believed him, bro. See, women will believe any freaking thing. This dude's a comedian, man. He'll tell you anything and they'll still believe him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that at one time he was a good dude, but then another woman probably did some shit to him and turned him to a bad dude. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Talking to somebody.
That's literally what the nigga said a mere 30 motherfucking minutes ago. But I got a question for y'all. Why is it? You know what? I loathe the fact that it feels like in our society, it feels like women have to be unbothered when it comes to you men. And I say that because I've had conversations with all of my homegirls, including myself. And you know what the going theme has been?
What?
I can't be real with that nigga about how I feel. I can't tell him that. Or I've told homegirls like that. Nah, bitch, what? You better not seen that long text. Bitch, you better not show that nigga no motherfucking emotion for what? He gonna play your ass like a goddamn.
That's the problem. Stop right there. Too many pit bulls. Why women don't want to be women? Be feminine. Don't send them that long text. So just say fuck you, huh? Just be a pit bull. Be a dog.
But you know what? What I noticed when you are vulnerable with your feelings, a nigga feel like it's playtime.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he ready to run.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's not true. Now, a lot of times that's true when you're talking about the nigga that you want. More than likely, that nigga's gonna feel like it's playtime. But a dude that actually gives a flying fuck about you, and doesn't want you to feel bad because it's a fucked up reflection on him or whatever. Somebody, a man that's gonna be empathetic toward you is not gonna want to play with your feelings. Like it hurts him to see you hurt, and vice versa. Vice versa. Like a woman that's empathetic towards your feelings, and she actually sees you as her man, and y'all are a union. Like you only go as far as she goes, and she can only go as far as you go, and all of that other shit. Yeah, they're not gonna play with your feelings. But somebody that doesn't give a fuck about you, yeah, they're gonna play with your feelings. And I think that's a big fucking problem with people. They don't want to admit that, yo, you dealing with people that don't give a fuck. And your mistake is expecting somebody that doesn't give a fuck to all of a sudden start giving a fuck. That's the problem. And that's why so many people are victims of manipulation, is because they are manipulative themselves. I said it before, I will say it again. The easiest people to manipulate are the manipulative. Just like that video we were watching earlier with the 56-year-old woman with the 34-year-old dude or whatever from Nigeria. The reason why this motherfucker is able to manipulate you is because you're trying to manipulate him with your motherfucking money and shit. That's why he's getting over on you. It happens over and over again. So it's easy to fuck with somebody's head or fuck with somebody that's literally trying to fuck with you. And that's something that a lot of people don't want to admit, is that they're extremely manipulative, which is why they're so susceptible to manipulation. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person, because people hear the word manipulate and they're like, oh, I'm not doing anything wrong. I just want him to stop cheating on me, and I want him to be honest and be real, and I just want him to stop hurting me. It's like, yeah, but this is a hurtful motherfucker. Like, he's a hurtful motherfucker, and he doesn't give a fuck. And he really deep down does not give a flying fuck about you other than what the fuck you can do for him. So to think that there's something that you can do or say to make him stop being who the fuck he is by definition manipulative. You know, like, and at some point you gotta admit that you're trying to make a fish climb a tree. No, let the fish swim. Let the fish swim, or at least understand that the fish is going to swim. That's what it does. Well, oh, but I just want him to stop lying to me, and I just want him to stop, and I want to be the one and only. Like, nah, motherfucker like fucking with multiple fucking bitches. Like that's what it is. Or even these niggas want to complain. Well, I don't understand. They don't treat us right. They don't respect us. She won't let me lead. It's like, yeah, because women don't respect you. She don't fucking respect you, bro. So what the fuck? You think you're gonna fucking argue with her and make her respect you? Like, get the fuck out of here. Why won't she respect me? Because she's fucking disrespectful. That's why. You expect a disrespectful motherfucker to just start showing respect because you said so. That always works, you know? So yeah, you damn right. Your head is about to be fucked with. You are about to be fucked with because you really trying to fuck with people. Like, that's what it is. You the one trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. And now you're getting mad because it won't fit. You know, you get what you deserve.
I ain't gonna lie. It determines on the man. It determines on the man. If you're vulnerable with the right man, then he won't do that to you. He won't do that to you. Now, you got some dogs out here. When you vulnerable, they use that as an excuse. Just like when men are vulnerable to women, women will use that as an excuse. It works both ways. You have women out there, if a man becomes vulnerable, they will use that to their advantage and use that against you. Just like men do the same stuff to women. So it's a tit for tat thing.
Recess now, because he feel like you feel like you got her now. So now, boom, y'all are conquerors. Bam, I conquered her. She's showing me some motherfucking emotion. That means it's time for me to run out and go to the next thing.
So what he gonna do?
So
the same damn thing.
Look, and I don't you made me lose my train of thought. But no, so like again, they run off and do the next thing. And that's why a woman is not about to be real with y'all about how we feel. It's a nigga I love to death. Look, I should have said that. Wait a minute. Can we rewind it?
No, we can't.
Can we rewind it?
See, this is the problem with women like her. I'm going to hit the video right here, man. Women like her are a walking contradiction. They say you have a rotation of 4 guys, but then at the end of the video, you say there's a guy that you truly love. Why don't you just be with that one guy? Why don't you be with that one guy that you truly love? And a lot of times women can't do that because they know if they try to if they know they get with that one guy, they think that man is going to treat them bad.
More than likely that nigga already got another chick. Like, that's what it is. You know, and they already understand. Nah, ain't none of that. Yeah, she love that nigga to death, but the people don't want to be rejected. Like, fuck out of here. You know? Fuck out of here. You know? So people don't want to do what the fuck is hard. And you know, that's kind of how life works. Like, you know, nothing worth having is really truly going to be easy. Now, it could be simple, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. Okay? So on that note, man, I guess I'll sit up here for another brief moment. I'll drop the link again if anybody want to come up. You know, leave it down here for about, 5 minutes or so before I get this closing, you know, closing diatribe out, my monologue, soliloquy, whatever you want to call it. Um, yeah, it's look. I would like to see people have better people skills. At the end of the day, just people just need to have better people skills, and this will kind of bring everything fucking full circle. This is one of the reasons why you see so many folks in these spaces that are so easily fucking either manipulated, misled, or even just entertained by some of the most basic fucking shit. Like for real, just entertained by the most basic shit. It's like a baby. You can sit there with a baby and just go, you know what I'm saying? Fill your fucking cheeks up with air and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, blow up your cheeks and the ones on your face I'm talking about. And they're just, they're laughing, they're entertained because they're a baby. They ain't never seen shit. But you do that with a grown ass adult, the shit ain't even fucking funny because they ain't seen shit. Like, these people are going to be entertained by the dumbest of fucking shit because they do not go outside. They don't. They don't fucking go outside. They don't deal with shit. People are going to be concerned with other people's relationships, race, religion, relationships, wash, rinse, repeat. Like, people are about to be extremely fucking intrigued by that shit because they're basic. They're basic. So just understand that shit. Like, if you've got some semblance of average or even slightly above average intelligence, you're not going to get along with most people, and at least not for long, because you're not going to fit in very well. It is what it is. For real. So, at some point, you got to change your circles, but understand the bullshit. Understand what it is. Now, I'm even going to go back to what I was talking about earlier. You trolls, behind your troll accounts, they don't know, but I know who the fuck you are. Okay? And I say accounts, plural. I know who the fuck you are. All right? You might get over on the basic motherfuckers, but you're not going to get over on me. And I know the numbers can be low, but I know you one of the motherfuckers watching. So guess what? I know. And yes, we will be exposing your ass in the near future. Okay? Accounts, plural. Cause look, this shit funny. Like, this shit funny because I told you, these the type of people that will steal your shit, and then when you can't find it, they will help you look for it. Like, oh my God. Just literally just be playing in motherfucking faces, man. Just be playing in your face. Yo. But hey, that's the game. That is the game. And I know Mahogany, you still in the clouds, right? This is a question that Smitty asked because he sees shit kind of burning down. And I'm kind of changing the subject, changing the topic a little bit. But Smitty sees shit burning down. He sees the exposure and all of the fucking the back and forths and the bullshit and the dragging it out from panel to panel and channel to channel and all of that other shit. He's like, yo, has shit ever been this bad? And I'm like, yeah, it's been worse. It's been worse. It's been worse. This is extremely soft serve. It's the summertime, so people are extremely bored. So, and since most of these people don't go outside, they don't get any they don't get any of that, vitamin D or that sun and shit like that. So, and they don't have relationships of their own, so they have to get involved in the relationships of others to feel alive. What's up, Mahogany?
Hey, what's up? I'm not even gonna be long. I just got home. I wanted to say something to you, but I was driving. Far as me, because I know that's what you think, but there are actually women. There's several in your chat room, but there's women that actually do like other women. I'm one of them. Sheila E is another one. I can't think of everybody, but I'm sure there's I've seen lots of lovely ladies that get along with women. I think I'm gonna be honest. Well, I've seen it. The women that typically that cannot get along with other women, I hate to say it, a lot of times is insecurity. That is the insecure. I've always said that an insecure woman is like one of the most dangerous things on the planet. She's not only dangerous to other women, she's dangerous to men too, because she's just looking for something to fill that void, that hole. And she'll trample over anything and anybody she can to get what she wants. Trust me, I know. I'm not insecure, but I've had it happen to me where I trusted the wrong female. So, like I said, I grew up around women. I have an admiration for women because the women in my family, I look up to them. They're strong, they're beautiful, they're fabulous. Women at my church, my best friends. So I have no problem with women. No one can say, oh, Mahogany just don't like that woman. That's not true for me. I don't like the foolishness. I don't like the hypocrisy and some people not being accountable for their own actions and blaming other people. I don't like that. But I don't like that from men or women. I'm fairly balanced with that.
Well, you know how far that'll get you in these spaces.
Well, that's fine. I am looking forward to doing some new stuff. All this stuff does have my energy pumping, it's good. It's a little bit of drama, but it's good. It's good. They done woke old Mahogany up. So I'm having a good time with it, watching everybody.
I think it's clean. I would have to agree with you. I think it's clean because we've seen shit like when these folks like to use the term messy. I really don't think this shit is very messy at all. Like I really don't. Because I think we've been around long enough. We've seen messy. This is not it. Like this. This is really not it. I think this is it's clean drama. It's not bad for content. I don't think this is shit that's gonna sentence people to 15 years of therapy. I don't think this is gonna make people fake their own deaths and shit and have to get the fuck off the internet. I think it's entertaining, so I don't think it's a bad thing.
And there's nobody being done, like you said, we've been here a while and we've seen things. There's nobody really being done dirty unbeknownst to them. Nobody is caught unaware. Like, I remember that situation in the beef sector where somebody pulled out a camera just to take a picture of a roach in somebody's house. Like nobody's doing anything that egregious. Nobody's being forced to do anything. So yeah, I think when people are just being adults and doing what they want to do, I think it's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
But you do know Or what do you think? Because I think it can spiral and spin out of control, especially when people drag out the same topics for too long.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually,
Mm-hmm.
people will start getting deeper into people's shit, and that's when it can
Mm-hmm.
get out of hand.
Well, yeah, but also that's true. But also things don't stay hot on the YouTube streets very long. It's like a big deal for the longest I've ever seen it go on is maybe 5 days to a week, and then people are on to something else. That's the good thing about drama is that it usually doesn't last long. People have short-term memory here. So yeah. And I'm like I said, I just hopped up here. I've been ripping and running, so I don't know everything you've talked about, but I'm just talking about what the last thing you were saying.
I haven't talked about much. I know I started the show talking about there are some troll accounts. There are
Oh,
some trolls and some troll accounts kind of floating around the space, and they think we don't know who they are, but we do.
oh,
And when
well,
I
there's
say
one.
me, I mean me.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
know who the fuck they are. And
okay.
you scary motherfuckers. And I'm talking to them. You scary motherfuckers. You know? I don't respect that. I don't respect that. Trying to bullshit like you somebody else knowing goddamn well it's you. Okay? We know it's you, motherfucker.
You
Pussy.
are a mess.
Go ahead. For real.
No, you something else. That's all. But so oh God, y'all be going live. Sunday is my busiest day, honey. That's my rip and run day. So I'm gonna go, but keep on. I'm listening.
Yeah, no,
Gotta
I'm
head up.
about to get up out of here and enjoy what's left of the day. I had a long day yesterday. Just trying to handle this summer cleaning, get everything straight before the month of July is out. Get ready for the fall and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to replace the blinds in my house. I'm
Oh
gonna get
my
those.
God, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get those. Whatever those wood color blinds and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
like
get
those.
those
I like
for
those.
the kitchen and for the living room and sliding glass door and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, I like those. I like that look. That and
And
I've been into bamboo lately. But
and
anyway, go
also
ahead.
yeah, also no, I didn't. I, I'm 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 kind of sick of my furniture. You know.
Okay.
And it's good, it's sturdy furniture. So I'm kind of at a crossroads on whether or not I'm just going to replace it or I'm going to like just make it a pet project and maybe do some refinishing. What do you think?
I think whatever you want to do. I mean, I trust me, I understand because I'm kind of going through a cleaning out process myself. And every so often, I'm one of those people, whether it's fashion or hairstyles or makeup, I like to stay with the style. So even my house, like, I like every once in a while, I like to start new with new bedding, new pillows, new, you name it, new. I like to kind of out with the old and in with the new. I'm really into decorating. So that sounds cool to me. But
See,
let me
I
go.
get caught up because of before you go. I get caught up because where I am in Florida, like we really only got 2 seasons out here. So I would love to do that if I could have 4 seasons, but I don't have 4 seasons. So it's like, everything kind of blends in, to one thing, and then one day I just wake up, look around, I'm like, man, yeah, change this shit up, man.
I love
Like,
Florida. I used to live in Florida. I lived in Miami-Dade. Went to school down there at Barry University in Miami-Dade, Florida.
I know where Barry is.
I loved Florida. The way you guys have summer all the time. I love it. It's expensive as hell, but I did enjoy myself. Yeah.
Yeah, it is now, and it's consistently going up. So I'm thinking about moving next year. I'll decide in the next next few months, but I am thinking about moving.
I mean, it's a gorgeous place. If I could afford it, a home out there, I definitely would. It's one of my checklists, like maybe retirement areas. I wouldn't mind staying a couple years. Yeah. Well, all right, sweetie. Let me hop down. I'll be listening.
All right, now shout out to Mahogany Roots. Appreciate you, Mahogany. Peace. All right. So yeah, on that note, man, I'm about to get up out of here. We're gonna leave this one up. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Cash App is always available. As far as the online wars and shit, yo, yeah, I found a new quote the other day, and I'm gonna keep on quoting it. I'll probably use it for the rest of the year, right? All right. So they say it's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be the gardener in a war. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. On that note, man, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good day. Shout out to everybody that donated, everybody that hit the panel, Smitty, Mahogany. Shout out to L Nixon, Nicer, okay, Big Brenda, Annie, you know, everybody that was here, Stacy.